program includes reviews and critiques of various products, movies, and works of art, and uses content for educational purposes. This program complies with YouTube's terms of service, including its fair use policy.
Are you enjoying what you see week after week? Consider giving us a like and subscribe. It's a small gesture, but it means a lot. Click the little button and give us a thumbs up. Follow our very talented panel. And for butter's sake, go to rosaliscomics.com and buy a friggin' comic already.
Let's talk about pop culture madness, memes and reboots, retro classic legends in their suits, Avatar, Star Wars, anime too. We'll talk about the sequels, what's coming through. Sunday come, we go live, covering everything you crave and why. We got cheer up, all that you need. We got the pulse of the pop culture speed. Super Sunday wrap up. Sunday, that's what all we're talking about. The Super Sunday wrap up. Sunday, that's what all we're talking about. Super Sunday, wrap up everything you know. Join the fun, break it down every single show with Super Sunday.
Oh yeah!
I've got one that can see.
Sunday, all the news never be the same.
Well, that was cut off abruptly, wasn't it?
A little bit.
Good morning to you, sir. Good morning. How are you?
Tired, but other than that, here and sort of on time. I mean, I did show up like right as your intro started, but
Yeah. No, it's great because and it's been a busy week for everybody. I think we're heading into a couple of amazing things. One being Halloween. The spooky season. A lot of people get excited about that and the movies and whatnot and the shows and nostalgia and sharing it with other folks to hope inspire them to get into the spooky holiday as well. And then you've got the American election happening, in a couple of
a
weeks.
little bit. Yeah, I guess so.
Now we had I think it was Friday. There was a rally here in Texas, down in Houston way, if you will. And Kamala Harris came out. There was like 30,000 people showed up to see her rally. And the news was very excited about that. 30,000 people. And, it seems like a few, and I'm not saying all of them, but a few showed up to see Rihanna and not Kamala Harris. And so
I kind of get it. It's hard to blame them. Sometimes you go for the opening act, not the headliner. What can I say?
yes, smart move. Smart move. Bring in people who they want to see, and then share your message with them. That's marketing. It's not something that isn't done. It's not something that's unheard of, and it's not really a questionable move at all. I don't think. But if we take a look here, it says here on this post. Now, I don't know if this is correct or not, so I don't know if this is true. But it says, imagine paying $10 million to get booed at your own rally. Now, I don't think that's what she did. Um, it's being
I mean, it's a
reported
once in a
that
lifetime experience.
once in a lifetime experience. Yeah. It's being reported that Beyonce received an estimated $10 million to endorse and perform in Houston, uh, Texas, for Kamala Harris. Beyonce spoke for 3 minutes and did not perform, resulting in chaos. The minute and minutes of being booed. So,
Wow,
all
though,
kinds of
10
fun there.
million for 3 minutes. What does that equate to? Wow.
It's you know what? She's never been accused of not being a smart businesswoman. Beyonce. So
Just did some
that's
quick back of the envelope math. I think that's 200 million an hour. That's a decent rate. I'm
that
down for
is.
that.
I'm sure she was too. Good morning, sir. How
Good
are you?
morning.
We're just kind of, some people feel duped by it because she did not, quote unquote, perform. But let me tell you right now, performing 3 minutes in front of 30,000 people is tough.
What industry are we talking about here?
You know what? I think
Guess
that's
every
also a
industry.
question.
Little NSFW, if you ask me.
Well, 30,000 people were her only fans.
Based.
Well, not really. I mean, a lot of people stayed for the rest of the show, whatever
Well,
that
I
was.
think a lot of this, um, it's all deceptive in some way, shape, or form. Using something to help another thing, like let's have this ultra popular musician to get attention to my politics. It's no different than Trump going on Rogan and like all these podcasts, these do bro
Right.
podcasts, where it's just like, okay, like they're touching each other in places to meet mutual gains.
But it is, as I said, it's a smart move for Beyonce to do that.
Sure, sure.
Very, very smart move. And if you think it's not smart for Kamala, she got 30,000 people in the house.
Well, even if it's a waste of money, at the very least, the head games are present because my man really likes talking about crowd sizes, and on the eye test, it's bad looking.
Well, you got to give it to him for talking about crowd sizes when everybody else was talking about other sizes on him for years. For
His
years.
hands, his dick. Oh,
Oh,
I'm sorry, I forgot it's Sunday.
well,
I
that's
think it's
7 minutes and
an
we're
allusion
good.
to the latter.
Oh,
Yeah, Stormy Daniels, had some things to say, and some other women who came out and accused him. They had things to say as well, and you know,
yeah, but
I did
was
happen to
he?
notice that.
Go ahead,
Sorry,
Greg.
Charles.
No,
Didn't mean
Greg, go
to
ahead.
cut you off.
Run him
I
up.
was going to say this time. So I happened to listen to the Trump on Rogan thing, and he kept bringing up size, but this time it was of Barron. Did you know that Barron's like 6'9" or something?
What?
Anyway, yeah. Apparently he's huge.
Huge.
he's huge. He's bigly nowadays. Yeah, it is a lot of money, Bry.
I think that's a bit of a two-way street, though, Rosales, because if he didn't talk about these women, I would kind of be on your side and be like, yeah, just
No, it's not
be
my
bigger.
side. He invited this on himself. I'll be the first
Okay.
one to admit. Definitely invited a lot of what he did. He broke the dynamic. Imagine this, okay? You have a politician who's running for president, and let's see, uh, if she backs Harris, then wouldn't it look better if she did it for free?
Not in this country.
Not if she's got payments due. No, um, and they all do. So there was a guy running for president, and I don't remember his name because it was so long ago. But
Hulk Hogan.
a picture came out with him with an intern sitting on his lap. She was wearing
Oh,
shorts.
in the 80s, right?
Yeah, it was
The
heart.
the name of his yacht was on his shirt or something like that. Monkey
Yeah,
business.
yes, and that was enough for him to drop out. Okay, they used to be able to use scandal to eliminate people from running for president or office, and I've got to take care of my family and put them first, and da, 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 da. And so they go into private business, um, which is what was supposed to happen early before 2016 during
Yeah,
the
with
run.
the bus tape, right? You touch him by the
Well, that was like
area
the
on their
last
body.
straw for them. Oh yeah, yeah. We dropped this out. He's definitely got to drop out. And he's like, it's locker room talk. And they're like, what?
Yeah,
What? No, no. That's not how we play this game. Very, very American. This thing, um, changing the rules of the game while it's being played. That's how Americans do politics.
especially politics. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So then that broke the dams. Okay. So everything came out. everything they could throw at him. They found mud. They made up mud. They did a lot of stuff to try to get him to come down. And no, no. And enough people were impressed with that moxie that he won the election, and he wasn't supposed to.
Hmm.
And so he didn't get the next one. The other guy was certified, so that's that. Okay, there's no coming back after that. You know.
You'd think what he said on Rogan, or his reason for there being hoax in 2020. He didn't say that it was like I don't know. His weave was just so vast. I don't have the brain capacity to get into all the things that he was covering in that weave. But from what I interpreted, he either was saying that Hunter's laptop had 20,000 votes on it, and they were saying that Russia did it, or he's implying that the news about Russia and Hunter's laptop cost him. And I would think
Yeah.
that if that's what he's trying to say, take your own medicine, buddy, because before he was even in the game, he brought up a birth certificate that had nothing to do with anything. And that played
Well, that
part
was then. This is now.
That's that I wasn't running in that
No,
race, so it's
I'm
okay.
not going to defend the birth certificate thing. Because if you can sneak it past me, that's great. It's already done. He was president by then. It's too late.
Well, he did it during
Yeah.
the second go around when it was versus Romney.
Yeah,
He brought up the birth certificate thing.
but he was already president, so it's too late.
But he was already president when
Yes.
the Hunter laptop whatever thing came out.
So this is politics. So it's always going to be that whole.
Here's the thing about
what would you call it? Hypocrisy.
Oh, I hate hypocrisy, so I love politics.
the thing about the laptop is that it's a real thing. It's a physical piece of media that you can hold in your hands.
Yes.
Sure, and there was polling on it that shows that it did affect certain people. That
And what
definitely
office
thought that it
does-
was a fix.
What office does Hunter hold?
Absolutely no office, but that's not the question here. The question is whether or not the laptop was real or was it Russian disinformation. And it turned out that it was real when everybody and their mother, as far as the news media was concerned, said it was Russian disinformation, that it was not anything real, that it was fake. You had 51 experts say that it was Russian disinformation.
That's
It
the
all turned out-
part that seems a little egregious, where there were all these disinformation experts saying that, like, yes, this is a Russian hoax, or it shows every sign of it not being legitimate. That sucks. That does seem a little bit underhanded.
Again,
Don't fall.
2016, when the Comey came out and said there's a problem with Clinton, like 2 weeks before the election, that didn't help. So,
No.
like, hey, guess what?
He
It's
kind of
October
addressed that
surprises.
in his Rogan interview too. That, like, he thought that was just
Let's
Comey
look at the laptop.
wanting attention.
Let's not divert from the laptop because it's
Fair
a
enough.
big deal. That
There has been polling on that it has definitely affected people
There was-
and their choice.
social media decided that they agreed with the experts, and they potted down any language about that on social media. And so, without that information getting out there, they basically squashed the story, and the papers squashed the story, and everybody squashed the story. Which
So,
would have
would you
made-
say a precedent was set with the news about Hillary Clinton 2 weeks before that election? That really wasn't a thing about her emails? That swayed some opinions?
Well,
I think it definitely swayed.
I mean, Clinton's just unappealing to begin with.
No,
That didn't help.
that was a miscalculation on their part. They knew they weren't going to charge her with anything, but they had to seem unbiased. And so
What they did in the other direction was actually make things
yes,
a thing
yes,
that wasn't
again,
a thing.
That makes
So
that
it's
miscalculation.
again, it's
on
par
their
for the course. It's just you were on the wrong side of the game this time. That's all. I don't have much sympathy for him at all.
Well, I mean,
No,
isn't politics tribalism? And isn't the whole thing about tribalism like in group, out group? It's okay if your group does it, but the out
Yeah,
group.
yeah. I
and
hate
and
politics.
you'll hear that when you when they talk about stacking the Supreme Court. You can go back and find videos where this very same Democrats are on the other side of it, depending on who's in office. You got Republicans in office; they're going to scream that you can't stack
Oh,
the
yeah.
Supreme Court.
Rosales, it's like
They-
a wrestling. It's a wrestling adage that you, it's better if you're chasing the title. Like, isn't that like an adage in wrestling? Like, it's better for business if your star isn't the champ, but he's chasing the champ. Something like that. I
think
don't
so.
have the terminology right. Bob, where are you?
Oh, Jaded. I'm sorry, I did not see you there. I
No
apologize.
problem.
Welcome.
You guys are talking politics now?
By accident.
Yes.
We were talking about Rihanna making $10 million.
Rihanna?
3 minutes. Did
I thought
say
it was Beyonce, wasn't it?
That's
Beyonce?
racist.
It is Rihanna.
They all look alike. They all look alike.
That's
1%
even more
of that
racist.
I got to say, at least 1% of that audience thought it was Rihanna.
Oh,
It's Texas, after all.
I just woke
Uh,
up.
That's obvious. Awesome of you, Rosales, to represent that 1%.
I do what I can. I do what I can. Everyone likes the Underdog. I loved Underdog. That was a great show.
The cartoon?
Yes, I am.
Or
Oh,
the Jason Lee movie.
The movie, no, not so much. The cartoon that it was based on.
Had a cool theme song. I'll give it that. But
Yes, very much so. So yeah, we accidentally talked about politics because it's something that's happening in the next couple of weeks, and
What?
yeah,
been happening for the last year and a half.
It's been happening for 3 years.
well, I voted, so I don't care. You can go out there and try to undo what I did. So
Hey, the way I understand it, I could vote too.
yes, vote and vote often.
Well, if you're not in one of the 7 states, it doesn't matter. As long as you're in those 7 states, that's the only states that matter, apparently.
So
Well, it may be, maybe not. Who knows? Maybe none of it matters.
It doesn't. It really doesn't.
No, and that was my point for a lot of things was that red, blue. It's just it's just one color on one side of the poker chip.
Yeah. And
same
isn't
thing.
that a problem too? You would think that with what is your favorite burger place?
Oh, they all suck.
And how many choices are you thinking of right now?
I'm thinking.
Rosales is only thinking about In-N-Out. It's his favorite burger chain ever.
You know what? If you're going to get a vegan burger that is meat flavored, definitely go to In-N-Out.
Okay, so you have one choice.
That it is. It's terrible if you want a real meat hamburger.
Mm.
It's all vegetable.
So my point was, if you want a burger, especially where I am, you have like at least 4 choices within a mile. I can get Wendy's, Burger King, McDonald's, In-N-Out isn't out here. Sorry, Five Guys.
You're lucky.
That's 4 choices right there.
Five Guys with
That
4
is so American. But as far as politics are concerned, red or blue, that's it.
Yes.
And to say that our country is just 2 things is ridiculous.
Well, if you want to undermine the other guy, you start throwing people into the Green Party.
it's not that you have a two-party system. It's that you guys established a two-party system. Because it's like there's all this money is behind the Democratic Party and there's all this money behind the Republican Party.
Right.
But there are other parties out there, but since there's no,
They get swallowed up by the other parties. Like,
right, so it's like, you had again, I'm sorry if I'm old, but you had somebody like Ron Paul that had to come in. And the only reason he was able to come in is because he was a billionaire and he can afford, buying, TV time and ads and stuff. Because without the money, you're not going to get your message out there.
yeah,
So
That was what's his face in the '90s too.
Yeah,
With the big ears.
Yeah. What's his name? He was
Ron,
rich. No.
No, the guy from
Ross
Texas.
Perot?
Ross
Ross
Perot. Ross Perot. Yeah,
Perot's another great example, right?
he just had money. He was
had
only able to go that far because he had money.
And he thought he
Well, that
was
doesn't
gonna
work
be
anymore. Bloomberg.
he thought it was going to be Rocky and come back and save the day. So he runs this great campaign, gets a lot of people invested in him, takes a lot from both parties, and then drops out of the race and leaves everybody befuddled. And at the last minute comes back and says, "I'm back. I'm going to do it now. I'm really going to do it this time." And I don't know which politician paid him off to do that.
Yeah,
But
that's what's pathetic about this too. It's just it's all money in the end. It's
Mhm.
just money. Like Ron Paul is technically a Republican, even though he's not by like bigger picture standards. So like they just get like Bernie Sanders is independent, but he's not. He's independent, but he's a Democrat. So it's like, what the hell's going on here? That's
Well,
four
because-
choices right there. If you took Ron Paul, Bernie Sanders, and the other two, that's four.
if you look at it the right way, Trump is basically independent, but is running as a Republican because that's the only way he could get into office.
Right.
He's not with either party, and he's too rich to buy off. And he just exposed. He turned on the light in the kitchen in a really poor apartment, and we see all the roaches scattering around. Um, the kitchen is Washington. The roaches are politicians.
I thought it was a swamp.
Yeah.
That's what he says, but
Oh.
as you know as well as I do, he can be wrong.
Yeah, he certainly cleaned that swamp out, I'll tell you.
Not yet, and I
4
don't
more years.
think he can. I don't think he can.
It's not
Well, of course not.
possible. There's no way you're gonna fix politics. It's not gonna happen. You're gonna have to start over.
I think it got broke harder actually in the last 10 years. It was broken. It's worse.
Well, it can only get worse. It can't get better. I'm sorry. Like it's not even plateauing. It's just gonna keep getting worse and worse because
Well, we
I'm
are
trying to think of a nice way of saying this.
we're collapsing under our own weight.
We're Rome.
Yes, we're Rome. We're Greek. We're any other
Bread and circuses, though.
empire. That and it's just gonna be terrible. We're falling apart. We had a good run. We had a good run. But it's over. It's over.
Learn Chinese, everyone.
Ni hao.
Man, I woke up early for this, huh?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Accident again. It was an accident.
My blood is
I'm sorry
boiling
about
right
that.
now.
I didn't mean to bring up the subject. My bad.
No.
Oh,
My fault. My
Did
fault.
somebody mention Joe Rogan? Is that how you got on this topic?
No.
I did by accident.
It was Rihanna. You know how most people get brought into politics.
I thought it was Beyonce.
Yeah, it is.
It's, yes.
I'm going on Twitter. I'm gonna go. Why was Rihanna at Kamala Harris's?
I hate when Rihanna gets into politics.
You're going to get lots of love. You're going to get lots of love, just like this show.
Hold on, I'll be right back. I'm gonna type in why was Rihanna at Kamala Harris?
So yeah, 10 million for 3 minutes, and quick maths will tell you that it's
A lot.
it was pretty good.
believe
Pretty good
that's
3 minutes
200 million an hour. Nice work if you can get it.
if you can get it. You can get it. So
I'll do 1 minute for half.
Didn't
Ooh, nice.
one musical
I'll leave
celebrity,
some extra time too.
didn't one musician get paid like $10 million to go to some prince's wedding or birthday to sing?
I mean,
I'm sure that's happened more
yes.
times than we know.
Sounds like
about.
something in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah,
Sounds like the WWE. Come bring your party here.
Mhm. Yeah, we don't like women exposing themselves too much, but if they put clothes on, we'll let you do it.
Yeah.
Speaking of double standards,
Bring your scuba gear and let them wrestle.
scuba gear.
Speaking of which, WWE's got a crown jewel event happening next week with lots, well, about 4 wrestling matches. So
Mm.
yeah, and there's going to be some women wrestling in Saudi Arabia in their scuba gear.
So
Yeah, that was Rihanna.
AEW and WWE are certainly doing different things at the very least.
So I guess Rihanna did the birthday party, and Beyonce did the political rally. So I think that's
Oh, okay. There you go.
Based?
that was bad from what I heard. Ooh.
Who
If
was
you
it?
know people at that party, Bry, I am very, very impressed.
There's a bit that Jim Jeffries does about being hired to do like a 10-minute set in a backyard, and I'm going to butcher it, but he presents it as a joke about how he was hired by someone rich to do his set in a celebrity's backyard, and it was not a comedy atmosphere. And I don't remember which special it is, but look up Jim Jeffries' celebrity birthday, and it's quite funny.
I got paid less to do 10 minutes at a church.
Church. Ugh.
Oh yeah, I ran with clean comedians for a while there.
I can't respect you.
Coffee houses and churches.
Oh. Oh.
It was brutal. It was brutal.
Mm.
And just to watch them, I heard and saw a clip. It was terrible. You know what? I had a bad set. I'll say that. Oh, you're talking about Rihanna. Okay.
Oh.
I thought it was one of my sets, but no.
I had a religious set at a VFW, and I was a young idiot kid. I didn't know what VFW. I didn't even look at my surroundings. There's a cross behind me, and I'm doing this set on religion, and I'm hearing all these like oohs and ahs, and I'm like, what's going on? And then I turn around, I'm like, oh, but they like laughed at me, realizing I'm a moron. So like, they're there to laugh. I don't mean any harm. That should be inherent in comedy. Like, you're here to
Well,
have fun. I
I
guess
did,
at church houses and maybe.
I did magic at one of these church
Yeah, that should
events.
be fun.
It was one of these big churches, you know, that passed the bucket around multiple times and has like
Oh,
stadium seating, right? So I'm out there doing metal bending and fortune telling kind of stuff, mind reading
witch work.
things. And yes, I didn't get called back for that. Um,
You should have played to the audience. You should have,
they
like turned some water into wine. Like, yeah,
they
lean into the theme.
Yeah, in one
paid me
hand.
early so I could go ahead and leave before the show was over. Thanks for being here, but we need to get you off of consecrated ground, if that's okay.
We're not sure you're going to make it out of here before dark. You might want to leave.
Why do you keep touching me with that Bible? I'm not going to burst into flames, you know. Just...
I took a shower. Stop throwing water on me.
It was not the best set choice. To have.
It's all the crowd, though. Like, that same set would probably work with a different crowd.
Oh yeah. I went into comedy to improve my magic because I wasn't as entertaining as
you.
musician.
I hate you.
Oh come on, comedians are entertaining. Comedians know.
I needed a way to get my music to work, so I did comedy.
You know, my puppetry skills weren't quite there.
So that's why I joined the Children's Television Network to work on my puppeteering.
I was really bad at my Bible sales skills, so I decided to do comedy.
And as you can tell by my stories, I was not doing very well. So because I was in it for the wrong reasons.
See, and that's comedy.
Yeah,
it happens. I guess you don't have to force it.
Yeah. But,
that's why I'm here.
It worked out it worked out in the end. I'm not doing either.
Well, you made a career disappear.
Yes. Ta-da!
Magic.
It's impressive.
Magic.
Great finale.
To the one person who saw me do magic somewhere, leave a comment below.
Brian, was it you?
I think this was really early on, and I think I got a Yelp review at some point. I don't know.
Oh. Oh.
So I stopped doing that. I stopped doing parties. I stopped doing churches, libraries. I stopped doing the clean comedy because the guy who was set up the whole tour was grifting and was paying us like we were indie wrestlers.
Oh, a booker. Awesome.
Yeah, he set up the whole things and then took money at the door. And then you know, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Jaded.
Oh yeah, I'm just listening. I just
Oh,
really don't have anything to input. Sorry.
no, it's just that it didn't matter how big the venue was or how small it was. We wound up getting paid $25.
Mm,
Like,
mm,
there's something wrong about this. And then I heard him steal his own son's material
mm,
and use it on stage. I'm like, that's not how. Okay, yeah. God is going to judge you because you find yourself a teacher. So
mm.
But what if he was teaching his son the important lesson of spontaneity and, not relying on old material?
I think
I don't know. I'm stretching.
he was teaching him don't trust anybody. That's what he was teaching him. What is
This message was destruct. Damn it. Instruct.
this message will self destruct.
It's early. I haven't had, actually, let me get my coffee.
That's right. And you're
Put my-
fuming, so there's
I haven't
that.
put my brain in yet.
So, oh, look at this. We have a wheel.
Hey, Rihanna isn't even on there.
Oh, Gladiator.
Like,
Different movie. That's a different movie, and that's got like 7 sequels. Gladiator 7. So yeah, we got a wheel. Gladiator's got popcorn buckets. Speaking of things,
Is that a joke?
They actually look kind of fun. No, it's like a Coliseum. It's great. Yeah, we'll see in the future, maybe.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Okay. Nice. Wow, the WWE is big.
Just saying, I want the Gladiator bucket more than the Venom one.
There's a Venom bucket too?
I don't know. Probably.
I think there is, and you've got 7 days to get it.
7 days.
Nice.
All right, so let me see. Where is that? Over here. Yeah. WWE's got this crown jewel coming up where they let women wrestle as long as they're completely covered. And
Based?
they're going to do a champion versus champion to win a brand new belt to see who's the best champion.
Oh.
And it's bejeweled. I don't know who gets to keep it or if they get to bring it home
Saudi Arabia does.
or if they get to keep it there. So I believe that Cody's going to win this one
Wait, when is this happening? Today?
next Saturday at some point.
Yeah.
that's the point.
Yeah, it sometimes happens overnight.
Oh, I see what you mean. Oh, okay.
Because
You
Saudi
know-
Arabia is like, I don't know, like it's like already 9 p.m. over there or some shit.
Yeah. So it'll be like before we even
A nice little lunchtime pay-per-view.
or breakfast on occasion. So I know one time that they went there, they actually didn't let them leave.
What?
Yeah, there was the Saudi Arabians cut their feed,
Okay.
and well, they were demanding payment. Somebody was demanding payment, and so
no.
they decided to cut their feed.
What did they use
live
to
all
cut
over
the feed?
They own all the stations. and
Scimitar.
everything else, so they.
Thank you, Gray. I appreciate you reading what I was putting out there.
I was trying to avoid it.
Racism morning. Yay.
It's that time again. It's time for racism. So yeah, they cut their feed, and then they agreed that they would pay them, and it was WWE that cut the feed,
Oh.
and they said we're not gonna keep showing you this thing until we get you agree to give us our money. And they said okay, we'll agree to pay you the money. And so they put the show back on. They finished the show. They went to leave, and the Saudi government wouldn't let them leave. wouldn't let the airplane launch. And some people, like Brock Lesnar, had heard there were rumblings of stuff going down and that they were beefing with the government. And so he chartered a private plane for him, Paul Heyman, and a couple other guys. And they got out right after their match.
Oh my God.
And so they were able to get out of there because it was a private plane and they didn't know to look for that. So some people got out, others didn't, and they stayed there for like 12 hours until everything got ironed out. So much
Yeah.
so that
I don't care about money. I would never work that venue again if you endanger me like that. Sorry.
Yeah, yeah. And it got to a point where they had to redo the plans for the live show on either Monday or Friday after. And so,
Oh, in America, you mean?
in America, yeah, because they were not going to get back in time for
Ugh.
the show. So, but
Imagine being stuck on a plane with your boss. Ugh.
oh, Vince was on that private plane.
Oh, that makes it worse. Oh,
No more different. Hold on. When they fly back, they're still going to be stuck on a plane with their boss.
well, yeah. Well, at least you're moving. You're going somewhere. You're not stuck on the tarmac.
So definitely, yeah, it's tough to find out you're expendable when you
Ugh.
get paid so much money, and that's what happened there. And
See, that's funny because Vince complained that he was held up by Ultimate Warrior before one of the pay-per-views where he like demanded a new contract and Vince signed it because it was like 20 minutes before the thing.
Yeah.
And it works. It's just like the politics thing. Depends on which team you're on and who's it happening to.
if she's got
Yeah.
does she wear the mask? How do you know she's a ventriloquist if she's wearing a mask?
So she's not wearing the mask. You get to put it on other people, and then she gets to put words in their mouth. It's kind of fun.
Dead silence.
Oh. So it's yeah, back to politics.
Judy Tenuta?
I mean, she's got a Tenuta vibe about her, but
She
a little
did.
different.
Oh,
Fair enough.
Oh, Judy's no longer with us.
That
Yeah.
is sad to know. I didn't hear that.
Oh.
Man, funny.
Yeah, I think last year.
Oh, man.
She's young.
She,
In her
good
60s.
for
Will be
her for passing up the COVID test. So Cody, I think, is probably going to win because he's the number one star.
Cody Leach
Cody
Indeed. Number one star.
always wins. Yes, I'm sorry.
Cody, your number one star. I can't believe that's still coming out of my mouth. So, Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair are set to defend their title in a fatal four-way match with 4 other women.
Yeah, I'm not doing a fatal 4-way match with women in Saudi Arabia. Sorry. Nope.
I mean,
Well, as long as they don't lose their head.
Yeah.
United States champion LA Knight versus Andrade versus Carmelo Hayes in a triple threat match.
Yeah. Why are we using the word threat so much?
They're
You feel
trying to be like
threatened?
the locals.
A little bit.
It's like fish in a barrel. I think she's called Nina Conti. That's where you got Judy Tenuta. They're so similar, the names.
They both roll off the tongue.
yeah. Conti.
Oh my goodness. YouTube's not going to let me back on. Randy Orton to battle former ally Kevin Owens in a highly personal showdown.
Ooh,
There you go. It's
that's
highly
not
personal.
threatening. Just highly personal.
Mm-hmm. And Seth freaking Rollins collides with Big Bronson Reed. Yeah,
It's freaking big.
Man Bear right there. Oh,
Oh, Halloween Havoc.
that's also coming apparently tonight. I
What?
didn't know that. Halloween Havoc days before. So yeah, there's Big Bronson Reed and Seth freaking Rollins, and they're fighting over nothing, I guess.
There's a threat somewhere in there.
Yes. Yeah. I don't. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I said they're fighting over a Klondike bar.
Well, what would you do for a Klondike bar? Fly
What is
12 hours into a desert? And
I would fly all the way to Saudi Arabia.
yeah, and wrestle for it. That'd be a great ad. What would you do for a Klondike bar? And then just do the intro to that.
well, if you're a woman, you'd wrestle in scuba gear. Jeez. So yeah, I think Kevin Owens is probably going to win. I think Seth freaking Rollins is going to win. I think LA Knight will put down the challengers
Mm.
and win. And I think Jade Cargill and Bianca will botch their way to victory.
Botch their way to victory.
So yeah, that's what's going on with that. If you got any other predictions that what might happen now that you know some drastic history about working in Saudi Arabia?
I hope they don't. Well, I hope they get out of there safely.
Yeah, it's. I don't know if you know it or not, but it's not the safest part of the world right now.
No, it's just wrestling. It's fake.
Oh, come on. My goodness.
I don't know. I'm just saying, being held for 12 hours. I mean, people go through longer than that on delays between flights. So it's like,
I was detained in a British airport, and they fed me a lot, and I had TV. So
you also got tea time, right?
yeah, that's also dinner.
I'm sure they got their phones that they could occupy themselves with. Come on.
They didn't let them off of the plane, so
Yeah.
they weren't able to mingle with the locals. And
Did they at least take off the seatbelt sign?
Who knows? But I'm glad the plane's got a bathroom.
The only people I would have felt sorry for were the smokers going, I'm smoking. I don't give a shit. I'm sorry.
Jaded, have you seen Argo?
Get back on the plane. Sorry.
I'm sorry, what?
Have you seen Argo?
Yeah.
That granted, it's a movie, but that kind of stressed me out, and I can't help but think of that in comparison to this.
How so? In what way?
Well, I mean, Saudi Arabia, we had an American journalist that
right, but the context they were but their issue was they were going to get shot and killed. That's what their fear was. I don't think any of the wrestlers were worried about getting shot and killed.
I just think we might get Affleck to make a movie about it sometime in the future.
Yes. I don't plan on working that venue anytime ever.
Yeah. We can get Ben Affleck to play Shane McMahon. That would be great.
Yeah. Hazard pay. I don't care how much it is. It's. I don't want to be in a place where I have to change my, like, if you're women, you've already had to alter the way that you present yourself. It's already a bit hostile. I get what you're saying, and yes, they probably weren't in any harm's way, but just
what's really awesome, though, if you watch any of the pay-per-views coming out of Saudi Arabia, is that the people who sit ringside have little tables and these giant wicker chairs. I mean, with the high back wicker chairs, like you're in some kind of Mexican restaurant, and it's wicker and leather, and they're set pairs, and with a little table between them, and there's these waiters that keep coming back and forth, refreshing their items.
Yeah, do they know what the venue is supposed to be?
Yes, it's whatever they want. That's what the venue is.
The first row is the only row that counts. You sit behind me, you're like,
yeah, there's like a fence behind them that keep the rest of the people back. Wow. What's Bob have to say here? Saudis pay way too much for anything to happen to the wrestlers.
it sounds like they don't pay.
They could. Didn't you guys barter somebody for a basketball player that was detained?
I didn't do jack.
No, like the Americans. You guys, some female basketball player, and she was traded in for somebody,
Listen, if
The
you want,
WNBA is our national sport, and we needed to rescue her. It was great.
I'm just thinking, what political prisoners could you trade for WWE wrestlers?
when she snuck in cannabis into the USSR, well, formerly the USSR, into Russia.
That's
So
kind of on you.
yes,
Well, I mean, technically it was only a cartridge to a pen, but yes, fair enough. Check your bags.
this is true. Look at this. Jacob says, didn't FTR make a statement about how their life was in danger a couple of years ago? Yes, they were.
Who's FTR?
They were on the plane.
For the record?
No, it's
Filthy Tyrant
right.
Rebels?
FTR used to stand for Free the Revival because they were called a revival when they were at WWE and they wanted to leave and they weren't able to leave the WWE because of contractual
Oh,
obligations.
hi, Jacob.
So they
Yeah, hell yeah. Jacob pulling out the deep knowledge there. Thanks for explaining it to us, Rosales.
yes. So we traded
Yeah, that's it.
the Merchant of Death. We gave them the Merchant.
Oh, the Lord of War guy.
Right. Could you
That's
imagine you could get for WWE wrestlers? Come on.
It's a lopsided trade if I ever heard
Everyone
one.
is focusing on that guy, but come on, we got our WNBA player back.
Well,
yeah.
this is, you know what? It's this particular reason why we shouldn't close Guantanamo Bay.
All over some weed.
No, because we use them as bartering chips. So
Everything's just trading, money and trading.
Bob wants us to focus on the wrong aspect of this story, but I'm not biting.
Bob.
Pop though, that's what she said when she announced the baby coming.
Do you think if it was Caitlin Clark, it would have been a bit more difficult to deal?
I don't know about Caitlin Clark.
She's white.
She would have got
Well,
White girls on the news get ultra attention.
Don't even know if she would have been processed.
that is true. But I mean, like, that would kind of be like saying, like, Michael Jordan or one of the all-time greats, the GOATs of the sport, if you will.
Larry Bird's white.
Yeah, I think at his peak, yes, we would pay more for a trade to get Larry Bird back.
Isn't that disgusting? It's quite disgusting.
Yeah, it's like, are we talking sports? I think we're talking sports.
Yeah, crown jewels.
It's athletics, that's for certain. Oh, where's Bob? Bob's in the chat, but not here.
And he's
Yeah,
available
Bob had
every
things.
week. He's
That's
got
tomfoolery.
things too. However, I do got Bob's update. The Browns are winning, and your teams are shit. So that's that.
I think it's inverted.
That's
I think
the
you have it
sports.
wrong.
I don't think he had long left to his sentence. Well, we were going to let him go anyway, so better Russia than Manhattan, I guess. There's $50. And
Oh, the World
Metro
Series.
ticket.
The Dodgers are up 2-0 over the Yankees. They're halfway to winning the World Series of America.
Oh, they're actually doing the World Series now? Man, I'm behind.
Yeah, and Shohei Ohtani
Gesundheit.
broke his shoulder yesterday or separated it or something.
Was it gruesome? Is it visible? Did we get to show a clip?
No, it's not a kiddie clip. It just
Mhm.
slid weird into a base and left the game. And he makes a $500 million in his salary. So
Wow.
losing ad dollars on that one.
But he's working harder than Rihanna or Beyonce.
You could argue that they're all overpaid. All of them.
Yes.
Well, again, you take into consideration how much money they're bringing in. So
Make sure to register with the county, Bob. That's terrible.
You should just tell everybody about the community service. And it's,
hey, Bob, in what order?
Everybody soak that one in. That was Jaded Fanboy, ladies and gentlemen. Jaded Fanboy. Jaded Fanboy. So yeah, I guess Bob, we hope they reduce your sentence and they take the ankle monitor. Aha! And he was paid $750 million in salary. Well, apparently not to slide. That's on him. He took a dive. Is that what he does? He took a dive.
Technically, I mean,
Technically, yeah.
wait, is that derogatory? Because I won't get into it.
Because you didn't add
I'm going to go with yes.
But there's another word with that first letter that I guess it's the tone you say it in, right? Rhymes with do with that very same letter.
Yeah.
It can be perceived as derogatory, but sometimes it
I think
isn't.
almost anything can. If you say it with enough hostility.
Really gray.
Sure. CPO.
Go back to CP.
Yeah, that's easy.
Very offensive.
That one just comes with territory. You should have used a different word that comes.
Yes. Speaking of which, no. All right, so we're done. We're done with that topic.
Would that be wheel time?
It might be wheel time. It just might be. Good Lord, it might be. And there we
Come
are.
on, Venom.
Oh boy, did you watch that yet, Gray?
I did not. I've got 2 other movies to catch up on in that series.
You really don't.
But you know what? We're going to the theaters right now.
A little early in the show for that. Yeah, I don't have numbers for you.
It's a little early for that, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't have numbers for you.
Okay, let's see. In theaters, we got Venom: The Last Dance came out. Hey, did you know it was The Last Dance?
Another dance movie. Finally.
For romance.
The third
Tom
great
Hardy
musical of the year.
as Venom in one of Marvel's greatest, most complex characters. Yeah, I think your dog is onto something. Final film of the trilogy. Eddie and Venom are on the run, hunted by both of their worlds, and with the net closing in, the duo are. It's a buddy cop movie. Okay. Conclave.
Wait, so I saw Venom. Are there different colored versions of Venom in the comics?
Yeah, there's
You got all the symbiotes. You got Carnage, who's red. Yeah.
They have like a pearlescent purple one.
Yes.
Oh, really?
And they all have different names too.
See, I thought they were just like taking the piss with it, but I don't know if that makes it worse or better.
No, apparently the black one is
Venom.
Black. No, Venom being the one without color is the outcast of
that's
his
racist.
kind. Yes, why he got to be black. So, and they're out here to not only retrieve him but to unlock their god. I think.
Always bring religion into things. All right, so yeah,
entertainment.
That might, if you're into that, then you might enjoy this movie. I guess I didn't know that. I was like, oh, come on. There's a purple one now.
If you can handle the first 2 Venom movies, you can handle the third one.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Was there enough dancing in there for you, or was the title kind of a lie?
There is.
Well, technically, all the dancing was in the Joker movie. So.
Oh. Which I think this movie's already doing better on its opening weekend without Sunday even happening yet.
Yeah.
Well.
Well, this is what Collider thought about it. They said the best in the trilogy, and it's still an inconsistent mess.
I would agree with half of that statement.
And this Movie Nation said that Venom: The Last Dance, and thank God for that.
I would agree with that.
They want their Tom Hardy back, is what it is.
Oh, you can have him.
So, yeah, who knows what the numbers will say later on in the evening.
It did strongly on Friday, which is, I don't know, that's like bizarro world stuff.
So I know you got no Sunday. You probably don't have Saturday in there, but does it look like it's going to hit expectations? Because I think they expected it at 70, wasn't it?
So, yeah, it's not going to hit 70, but as far as Friday is concerned, it brought in $22 million on Friday, which is just stupid. Smile 2 last week won, and it had 23 million all weekend. So I officially give up on the comic stuff. Unfair.
What do you mean it's unfair? I don't understand.
Well, I mean, you have great comic movies like Joker, Folia did, and just nothing.
I'm saying it's like you're getting Joker 2, and then you're going, the Venom movie. It's like you're too late. You're too late to get to say you're giving up on comic.
Oh, I gave up a while ago, but people aren't. Like, my point is, people were like, "Oh, this Joker sucks," but like they're just dropping hard on cash down on Venom 3. Like, what is this world?
Because they need their pop culture movies.
And then, you know what? Bend over and open your cheeks, because you're just going to keep getting it back there every year from the studios.
Oh, why do you think that they're going, the MCU is going to be going for another 10 years?
Yeah, they complain and then they pay with one hand and shake their fist with the other.
That's all.
Hard on.
It's a little Charles quotes out there.
I don't take any of them seriously.
It's just frustrating because it's like horror has been doing relatively well.
Yes.
And the weekend before Halloween, a comic book movie comes out and just annihilates. It doesn't make sense to me.
Kind of horror adjacent, though.
Again,
what's horror?
Why you're thinking a comic book movie, which is considered the biggest money draw in theaters right now. I don't understand why that's confusing you.
Well, I would if I asked you before the year started, what's going to do better, Joker 2 or Venom 3? Would you genuinely say Venom 3?
Joker 2 was okay. I hated the first Joker movie.
Okay, but just if you had to bet something of yours on it, on the $1.5 billion property or the Sony mess?
Oh, I would have easily have gone with Venom because
What?
Yes, guys. Yeah, hold on. If are you talking about we knew? Are you talking about that I knew that Joker 2 was going to be a musical, or just the announcement that there was going to be?
No. You're betting on the return of either movie. Which one will do stronger?
Venom.
I don't know.
I could possibly imagine the return on Joker 2. Come on.
Who thought
I guess
the first Joker?
You don't run the risk that Venom is going to be too artsy in the sequel. I don't think there's ever that risk running.
All right.
Because here's the thing. With the Venom 3 movie, you know what you're getting into because it's the same thing as the last two.
But the thing is, they didn't advertise it until last week. Yeah. You didn't know what you were getting because nobody did.
Right. But you still knew you were going to get the same schlock that was the first two movies. But with Joker 2, they're going, we're going to take this whole concept and get it entirely 180. And people are going to go, we don't want that. They did not want the 180 that the Joker 2 movie did. But with the Venom movie,
take out what you know about Joker 2 being a musical. Just take that aspect out of it because nobody knew what Venom 3 was going to be. So you're going on extra information for something. If you don't know what either movie you're doing, which one are you betting on?
I'm still betting on Venom because I
think you're
no, because you're ignoring the fact. Okay, hold on. What was Venom's? Let's go. The Venom movie's box office.
856 million.
Okay, you got. Yeah, I mean, come on, that's as close to come on, that's really close to $1 billion.
All right, so Venom plus Venom 2 are 1.3 billion. Joker 1 is 1.5 billion.
And you know very well that the Joker 1 was a fluke. It was not an expectation. Nobody.
Joker 2, let's be fair. Joker 2 was like Houston on Friday. You
Okay.
expected Beyonce, and you got Kamala Harris, and
I think
I-
Rihanna did a great performance. I agree with you. It was magical. It's worth all the money that they threw.
wonderful 3 minutes. That's what he said. Um, but Joker 2 was basically like he said. It's kind of a bait and switch on what the audience expected, and what the filmmakers decided to make. And
Lies.
the
There was no bait and switch. It's a continuation of a character study. It's not what you wanted, but that doesn't mean it's not what it was intended. Future video.
Promo time?
keep an eye on it for keep an eye out for Gray's video about the Joker 2.
My argument is based on not having insider knowledge, because we didn't really have anything about Venom
I
3.
agree. And I would have gone along the lines that the Joker movie was a fluke. It was the right movie at the right time with the right Again, I'm sorry, the Joker movie was not that great a Joker movie. It's not a comic book movie.
I'm not talking about
And it's
quality
never
of
was
film.
supposed to be.
I'm talking about financial advantage.
Right. And I'm saying the Venom movie established a core audience.
Speaking of financial advantage, I'd like one. Buy a shirt.
Yeah.
Um,
And
from
cover
outer
your
space.
core with this shirt. So, great shirt. I love
Did
that
you make
Plan
that,
9
that
design.
thingy, the phone thingy? What is that called?
The phone thingy.
Exotic
QR
barcode?
code?
Yeah, that's it. QR code. Is that like go to that?
Yes, it goes directly to that shirt.
Nice.
And, it's
Oh, that's cool.
Maybe
Yeah.
we should all scan it and make sure it works by buying a Plan 9 shirt to cover our cores.
absolutely. Absolutely. It's makes a great Christmas gift too.
I
for
want a
the
pretty
current
lady's
trend.
face on my gut.
Yes, and also Tor Johnson on your upper right hand shoulder. It's always
where I
good to
want
have Tor and Bella Lugosi. So, or as close as you can get without going over copyrights. But yes, yeah. I'm sorry. What were we arguing about?
Everything.
Everything. Okay.
People
The
think
Joker 2 is amazing. I agree.
it was going to make money.
I just think, as far as what makes sense in the box office for the last 2 years, maybe
Right.
it doesn't. Nothing makes sense.
It's a fluke, and the last movie proved it.
Yeah, that's all. It was a fluke. That's what I'm trying to establish, that the Joker movie was a fluke. It just hit the right chord with the right audience, and it was. I keep going along the lines of going back to the online advertising for snakes on a plane.
So Mad Max was a fluke then?
Yes, it shouldn't have done as well.
Sort of. I mean, like, if we're defining fluke as like lightning in a bottle, or like it was the perfect timing for it, where if it was released like a few years later, maybe it wouldn't have had that same impact. I guess so. Like almost anything that's been released. I mean, Mad Max did significantly better than Furiosa when you look at like the money in versus money earned.
Kind of where I'm going with it. Yeah. Furiosa did
When
not
did
do well at
Joker
all.
come out?
A week ago? No.
No.
A month ago. Oh, Joker 1, 19.
Joker 1.
Yeah, 2019, the strongest movie for billion-dollar properties. Strongest year for million-dollar properties.
We were just
Ever.
coming back off of COVID, right?
We were
then.
just going into it.
We were just going into it. I thought, oh yes.
Speaking of Last Dance,
Yeah, I'm glad I'm one of the fatties that survived. I was thinking to myself, if you're in politics,
why?
and yeah, well, that's the second question. But if you're in politics,
Money.
and you,
Why?
and you see this disease come across that affects old people, fat people, and people with existing conditions, that's like 90% of Washington, D.C. How do you fall for the bat? It came from bat soup, and not think that somebody made something in the lab to target Washington. because it's like 90% of them.
There's fat people in Washington?
Fat cats. Yeah.
Okay, you do realize that Washington is in the United States, right?
Yes, yes.
So you have
I mean, only technically.
or you have a large portion of your population that are overweight.
Yeah, but that's like
Not anymore.
Kentucky, other places like that.
Because they have good food.
Good food.
Clean
Yes.
Clean living, working in the coal mines.
Corn syrup is good in everything.
It'll preserve you. That's what it is. It's a preservative.
The conclave will also open this weekend.
Church
Yes,
people.
That's
Which
right.
movie?
The conclave. When Cardinal Lawrence is tasked with leading one of the world's most secretive and ancient events, selecting a new pope, he finds himself at the center of a conspiracy that could shake the very foundation of the Catholic Church.
Again.
Okay, sorry. The only religious movie I'm interested in now is seeing Jesus as an MMA fighter. That is the only religious movie I care about, and nothing else matters until I see that.
I think I know some people that may want to fund that.
The taglines like write themselves, you know? He has returned to kick some ass. It's going to be great.
God's not dead. He's in my corner.
Your Monster is also out this week. After her life falls
Hey,
apart.
that sounds like a really cool book comic that I know called Your Frankenstein, but I don't think it's going to be as good.
There are estimates for that already. 515,000.
Wow.
4-issue limited series available right now. Scan the QR code to get access to it.
Your Monster or My Frankenstein? You know you want My Frankenstein.
My Frankenstein. Available now on print on demand. So get your grubby little hands on a copy of it and have it sent right to your door.
Did you spell it Stien to avoid copyright?
No, I'm just an idiot.
Frankenstein.
Sorry about that.
Hey, wait a minute. I don't think there's copyright on Frankenstein, is there?
Yeah, I just noticed it was spelled differently, and I thought maybe that
Oh,
was...
okay. This kind of threw me off. I'm trying to think of the dating here. Hold on, wait a minute.
We've drawn more attention to a
He
faux
thought
pas.
it was a creative choice, but I just happen to be an idiot and honest with that. And so...
and we just keep circling around to the mistake.
We'll do that until somebody buys it just to prove that it didn't happen.
Yeah, limited edition.
Wait a minute.
Limited.
So it is actually pronounced Frankenstein.
There you go. Yes, and the Steiners were doing the Frankensteiner out of the corner. That's what they were doing.
Yeah, Your Monster's on 651 screens, $515,000 estimate. Not very strong, but it's not on very many screens.
No, but it is also a vertical release. So, look for it next week on video on demand and quite possibly within the next month on
TikTok. Isn't that where vertical is?
Yeah, I was going to say vertical release specifically for the TikTokers. Great.
What does a vertical release mean? I don't.
It's just the company, but it.
Oh, okay.
After her life falls apart, soft-spoken actress Laura Franco finds her voice again when she meets a terrifying yet weirdly charming monster living in her closet. A romantic comedy horror film about falling in love with your inner rage.
It's Beauty and the Beast for like me and WoW kids.
Yeah, but Beast is in the closet this time.
Well, now he's out, so
symbolism.
Find somebody else. Speaking of symbolism, hey, let's start a cult.
What?
That's out this
I
week.
really want to see this, man. It's Stavi, baby. Let's do this.
Oh.
Having missed out on his cult's long-awaited ritual suicide, an obnoxious loser teams up with his bogus ex-messiah to rebuild their doomsday commune. Traveling together through Middle America, the constantly bickering duo conduct a military wannabe, a mentally unstable mom, and a mysterious foreign hitchhiker into the cult. But will this family of outcasts fulfill their clandestine destiny or decide that this life might be worth living after all.
Who wrote it?
A feel-good movie of the year.
About a
I,
cult. Yeah, it's a cult comedy.
I don't got that information on who wrote it.
I don't like it when comedians are in other people's materials.
I don't think they like it either. But bills.
Yeah. God forbid we entertain the audience
Yes,
and let the person who's funny give you their own material.
Yeah. Maybe they allowed a little bit of improv.
Well, so Stavros Halkias, who is that main actor, kind of the big guy in the center, he does get third billing as the writer. So
Okay.
he somewhat wrote this, but he is the top billed actor in it. So hell yeah, Stavi. Way to go, man. I hope this succeeds.
Yeah, I didn't know who that was. I thought Gallagher let himself go.
No. This is a newer comedian. He's on the up and coming, if you will. Hell yeah, Stavros. That dude is awesome. It's Stavi, baby.
Well, there you go. It's Stavi, baby. Go out and see it before it's gone.
I would have said Ron Jeremy's kind of lost himself a little bit. But
That's what I was thinking. I'm going. I thought that might have been Ron Jeremy.
Isn't he doing time? I think he's doing time.
But I'm trying
He
to.
is.
What if that's Ron Jeremy?
I think
You
he's
always have to be an actor, so
12 to 16.
That's what she said. Shout's got a new movie out called Magpie.
Hey, finally, we get Ray in something else. Hell yeah. Daisy Ridley.
What?
A stylish neo-noir thriller centered on a married couple, Annette and Ben, whose life begins to fracture when their daughter is cast alongside a glamorous movie star, Alicia.
She's with another Ben.
As Annette's suspicions of Ben's infatuation with Alicia intensify, their secrets and lies threaten to burst to the surface and destroy them all.
okay, that did nothing to get me interested in this movie.
Matilda Lutz.
Poor Daisy Ridley.
The blurb for Let's Start a Cult was more interesting than this.
But Matilda Lutz.
Who's that?
I've already seen a Magpie movie.
She's an up and coming actress.
Yeah, just like Daisy Ridley was.
Yes. All right. Thank you, staff writer. There we go. So that's what's showing at the movie theaters.
And everybody's just going to go, okay, now come on. With that type of competition, who's not going to go see Venom?
I mean, I'd like to see the Let's Start a Cult. What can I say? I'm a Stavi fan. I bought his calendar where he's scantily clad. What can I say? Support Stavi.
Hold on, wait a minute. I'm not sure which I'm more shocked at, that you bought a calendar or that he made one.
Well, it worked for Ron Jeremy.
It's a tradition at this point. I believe this is like the 5th or 6th version. He has a yearly scantily clad calendar. It's great.
Money's money.
Oh, I'm just saying.
Monet changes everything.
I'm just laughing because it's like an inside joke. I haven't owned a calendar for decades, so it's just kind of weird.
Well, neither did I. But once you see these pictures, oh man,
You're supporting a creator that you enjoy.
I am.
With the class, Gray, maybe?
I don't want to steal away from Stavi, but according to my calendar, it is currently Cocktober, and you know, it's a good time.
31 days of it.
Wait.
Nice.
Now you need to be vertical.
Thank you.
All right. Well, that was quite the segue for the wheel. See, I remember when it used to be Rocktober and there were concerts galore everywhere.
Ticketmaster?
It was kind of cool.
Yeah. Rocktober was.
I remember Rocktober passed, but you know what? We're moving on from there.
Did you know the phrase that pays?
Is that a radio station thing?
Yeah, isn't that Rocktober? Calling with the phrase that pays for tickets at a 16th customer past the hour gets with the phrase that I don't know.
Yeah, that's a good point, Nico.
It's true.
Normies like
Nico's always full of great points.
there's nothing you can do about it.
Well, I
don't know why
hate
I have to say
normies.
that.
I would say shut up about the quality then, because you keep paying for bad.
Yeah, I would say that the people who go to McDonald's on a frequent basis also go to the movies on a frequent basis.
Wait a minute. 90% of superhero movies are bad, and then you're going, oh, you're expecting them to be good.
I'm not expecting them to be
You
good,
win.
but people that keep paying for them complain about them, and it's just like it's the definition of insanity.
Well, I think that a lot of people who are complaining
That is a stupid definition of insanity. I hate that.
Doing the
definition.
same thing and expecting different results.
Yeah, it's called training.
Okay, it's training.
if you're doing the same thing over and over again and getting the same result, that's not really training.
It's
especially-
habit.
No. The definition of insanity by Einstein was the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. And I'm going, that's what training is. When you train to do something, when you practice, you're doing the same thing over and over again, hoping to get better. When you practicing an instrument, you're going, ooh, I want to practice this certain song.
But you are improving
over and over again, expecting a different result. Yes, to get better.
If you are improving, then you're getting a different result, not the same.
Yeah.
Yes,
I hear what you're saying. You're trying to do the same thing, which is play it flawlessly, but you're getting closer and closer each time.
Right.
Ideally.
You're getting a different result.
If you're getting different results, you're not getting the same result, which means
Right,
that it's
you're
not the
getting
same
better.
thing.
All right. Is it better if I say Stockholm syndrome?
Yes.
Okay.
I like
Then
Sweden.
I mean, then Stockholm syndrome. What were we talking about?
The penguin.
Ooh,
The penguin. Yes.
Stop being still on the air.
There we go. Anybody see the penguin last week?
No.
I don't have
I did. Quite a show. What can I say? For not having a Gandolfini type in there, they're doing good work there.
Is it true, Gray, that Sopranos fans will enjoy this?
Yes.
I do believe they would. It's
Oh.
currently like my favorite mob thing in years. A lot of people had some kind of problems with it that, Penguin isn't this like established crime lord. Man, he's working his way up. It's really kind of a fun look at the seedier side of Gotham that is not a superhero thing. I'm really digging it. I think anybody who liked The Sopranos would definitely get something of enjoyment out of this. But it does have a bit of a superhero element.
And he's finally got a lair and a reason to have the lair. He's in the underground sewers of an old train station.
The trolley, the underground trolley, for some reason.
The underground trolley. It's abandoned due to politics. We're not going to go into that part of it.
Immigrants.
So he needs a place to grow his mushrooms, and it's
Mario?
dark, dank down there. And so that's going to be his base of operations, simply because he needs a place that's dark and dank.
So that secret drug that was in the first episode that the brother died over, it was mushrooms. That's the drug that he was shipping over.
Sort of. It's not your traditional mushroom, so you do grow it like that, but it's specifically like this sweat that comes off of them. That's this like red substance. That's not a traditional mushroom.
Has the show given this drug its own little special name yet?
Bliss.
Yeah, I was going to say it did, and I forgot it, but Rosales reminded me. It's bliss, man.
Unobtainium.
Good times, you?
That right there reminded me so much. I was watching that movie, Avatar, and I hear them talk about unobtainium, and I'm like, why did they film the first draft? This is like
It's a
going on
placeholder.
Star
We'll come up
Trek
with a better
show.
name.
Yes. It's like they,
What do you mean? How did they film the first
talk.
draft? George Lucas did.
He didn't film his first draft.
Oh yeah, those prequels were his first draft. Come on.
Oh.
Maybe those were, but his
Oh.
the initial film was not. It
No,
was
no.
many iterations.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, Rosales. I was just laughing because you said first draft, and I go, "Pfft, what do you think the prequels were?"
I thought they were crap. Um, and he was surrounded by people that don't were afraid to tell them that it was crap, and he wasn't
But
willing to
Jar
listen
Jar
to
though.
anybody.
Midi-chlorian sounds like an unobtainium.
There you go. There you go. And that's why I'm normally not a fan of written and directed by. If it's one person's vision,
I prefer that because something sucks. It's on one person's shoulders. Listen, you page to screen, you had control. What's the excuse?
the excuse
That
is
is-
that you get the prequels. Okay, you get feedback. You wind up with
Your fault. It is your fault.
original episode 4. You know,
No. It's the audience's fault for being, racist and stuff. Come on.
Got a point.
Yeah.
You know, you can't dangle this in front of people and expect them not to draw any kind of comparison, especially when, you got a character going, "You said people gonna die." You can't throw
It's
that in front
perfectly
of somebody
unoffensive.
and expect them not to find some mockery. You know,
Well, every character in those movies had some sort of racist tinge to them.
Annie.
No, they won't.
Sebulba.
Hey,
I
I was
happen to
told
have
that-
a chance dice right here. I'm willing to gamble everything in my life for the
Well,
chance to beat you.
I was told diversity is our strength. Come on.
And they're obviously Asian snail face people.
Yes,
It's
diversity.
illegal. Man, I had a field day with those. You know that? Yes.
Did they
That's-
sell sauce that you were a fan of, Rosales?
Oh my goodness. I was at the grocery store again yesterday, and I was looking. They had different. They had some brand new different packets of ramens and noodles out there, and I was looking down. I was reading the things in my head, and I just turned to my wife and said, "This is so hard," because I knew not to read them out loud. I knew not to do it.
Hold on. New flavors of ramen noodles.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, the
New
package.
flavors, new band.
One of them pumpkin spice.
MSG Plus.
Is one of them pumpkin spice?
No, it was like it was a different
Oh,
kind
the
of-
seasonal.
Yeah. I'm saying it's October, so I figured it'd be pumpkin
No.
spice.
It was a brand new black package of udami noodles, and
Oh, I want autumnal noodles. We need the pumpkin spice flavored ramen. It must be a thing now.
Risotto.
So if you can go to the pet store and you can get pumpkin flavored dog treats and cat treats, you can get pumpkin flavored ramen noodles.
Yeah, it's a huge improvement over the regular milk bones, I gotta say.
Do you know what's her tits from Knocked Up? She's
queen?
selling.
Oh, Katherine Heigl?
Yes, Katherine Heigl is
Gesundheit.
talking about pet food is killing dogs.
Because
Because
there's
of,
no
I got a point.
meat in them
Would
anymore.
you eat extruded stuff every day for every meal? Come on.
Apparently,
Go
her
raw.
thing, her
like
thing is
sausages.
golden retrievers lived to be like 16, 17 years old in the 70s, and now they're living half that long. So she blames it on the food. That's her thing now.
I remember when I was a kid, they had a lot of fillers in dog food, and like a lot of it was chalk. It's a phenomenon that I don't remember anymore. Maybe it was because I used to live in Arizona, but it's like you'd see old dog crap that somehow like got bleached out by the sun and turned to this weird chalk thing. That was because of like fillers in their old food, supposedly. But
That was
Yeah.
dogs contributing to street art.
I think so. But yeah, I don't know. I'd have to think that it's getting slightly better, but maybe I'm wrong. I'm kind of in the Heigl camp in that extruded stuff. Can it be that great? I wouldn't want to eat that kibble every day.
Can we just be against having stuff like that in all food and like just have it hashtag all lives matter? Can we focus on the humans that can help the dogs?
The idea is to make money, not to make you healthy. What are you
Fair
talking
enough.
about?
Fair enough. That was foolish of me. You're right.
Considering like what the biggest food companies are owned by the tobacco companies, gee, I wonder if they're going to try and make the food addictive and healthy. Come on.
Speaking of hypocrisy,
There you go. There you go.
Well, there you go. It's selective breeding that did that to the age of dogs.
Yeah, listen, I
We
only
learned so much from the penguin.
I
I
only
knew somebody who got arrested for
my bad.
selective breeding.
Yeah, so the show that I am really
It's fun.
well versed on.
Rosales, it sounds like you actually saw it.
I did. I'm sorry, Jada. Go ahead.
Oh no, I'm saying I only ever just watched the first episode and I had no interest, so I haven't really been
Fair
following.
enough. The first episode kind of sets some stuff up, but it gets really good after that. I would,
Did you
if you
hear
liked,
that, Bob? Did you actually hear that, or do you just think that's what he said?
no,
Did he
the
say it,
dogs
or
are
did
going to
the
wear
brain worm?
jeans and they're going to get all ripped. It's going to be awesome.
We're gonna work on making America healthy again, and that extends to pets too.
I don't care what you
Pretty
look
good
like.
impression.
If you sound like that and you tell me something about my health, I'm not listening.
Yeah, but he's ripped and he works out in jeans. Come on, Charles.
And he leaves bears in Central Park. Oh, I mean, it's like
Wasn't it whales or something?
Who doesn't and who hasn't chainsawed a whale? Come on, like everyone's being too hard on him.
Guy's next level.
The man's got Kennedy proclivities. Okay, definitely. Driving around with a bear in his trunk for a while, and we thought it was going to be a gag.
Dumps it in Central Park of all places.
What? Over well with the Roseanne audience. Thanks for derailing us, Bob. We were talking about the penguin.
You didn't have to highlight his chat thing.
Didn't we, though? Yeah, I can understand. So Jada was saying that like the first episode didn't hook him. I get you. If you like Sopranos and stuff like that, it is kind of more that take on it. But man, stuff starts moving a few episodes in.
I mean, the sister was an interesting character, but again, not enough to draw me in.
Fair enough. It's definitely not for everybody.
Well, what's not for everybody? Possibly Venom 3. The numbers are in.
Yeah, it's not
Looking
good
good
if you look at Friday.
Really?
Right.
I thought, man, it's the one time I took the over that they were going to make over the estimate.
You didn't do well this time, Gray. So it was, as of Monday, it was anticipating 70 million this weekend. As of Thursday, they lowered it to 60 million. Friday, they made 22, and they were saying mid-60s. It's currently estimated at 51 for the weekend.
Man.
Bad from a $22 million Friday.
And isn't it like, it's a pretty high budget on this one, if I remember right. Isn't it?
Lindsay,
if you happen to have that in front of you. Sorry. If I remember right, it was close to like Joker 2's budget. Like it was way up there. But maybe I'm wrong.
Financials. Spinning tires. Nope, don't have them. It did. It matched that internationally, though. It's made 50 million. It's already at 100 million worldwide.
Well, that's good.
Whatever that's worth.
It's it makes up the difference on what they're paying for Spider-Man. So I don't think it's a complete loss.
Oh,
Excuse me, I just completely lied. It looks like it's estimated at 110, so like half Joker.
They made the money back.
120 is their budget.
Yeah, so 22 on Friday, 16 on Saturday, and 12 for today, which hasn't happened yet, so that's interesting.
I got a feeling.
The per theater average 5,300 on Friday, 4,000 on Saturday, and 2,900 on Sunday. Word travels fast.
Yes, and so do
herpes.
Illegal online screeners.
Oh, no comment.
Well, Bob may be able to tell you, about what happens on the high seas, if you will.
My uncle tends to travel in international waters quite a bit, so he might be familiar with.
God, it's the only way I travel. You think I better pay for this shit? You're out of your mind.
I don't know what you're talking about. I disown that statement.
So Brian's wondering what everybody thinks about Agatha. I don't know why the penguin's still up.
What does the wheel think about it? Is that where we're going next?
Agatha?
The wheel decides.
Oh shit! There is venom left. Oops, I could have saved that. My apologies.
That's okay. If we land on it, we'll just get rid of it and spin again.
It wouldn't be that easy.
No.
Glad he ate her.
Gladiator.
Gladiator?
Gladiator.
That's the one.
Well spent. So yeah, they got some new popcorn buckets out for the Gladiator.
Oh
It
my
looks so
God.
majestic.
Yeah.
I kind of want that. I got to be honest.
Is that real?
Yes,
It is.
it is real. I mean, the popcorn might be fake, but the bucket is real. It's got the Gladiator 2 logo on the side there, and it's it's you eat out of the arena, which has only happened a few
Come on.
times. And
Don't you want to eat your corn like an emperor?
I
Give it
do.
the thumbs up or thumbs down. Decide its fate.
Dude,
if you use,
I
your
hate that I
phone-
want that.
Get this though, if you use your phone to scan the QR code that comes with it, you can actually watch a gladiator fight in the popcorn bucket once it's empty.
Finally. Finally.
What?
I have waited my life to watch people fight inside my popcorn bucket, and now it can be so.
Was that like a video or what?
Yes, it's like a VR experience kind of thing, maybe through your phone or through a headset or
Remember
whatever.
the Pokemon Go like enhanced reality thing?
Oh, so you have to hold your phone up in front of your bucket to
I'm
see
assuming
things
so.
happening?
Yes.
Come on, man.
Augmented reality, not enhanced. I
Yeah.
used the wrong term. My
You
bad.
had me at the Coliseum. Then you put some AI shit in it. And
Hey,
Make
that's
it-
Ridley Scott and his marketing team. Okay, you can just stick around for the bucket and just leave it at that. Throw it on your shelf and be happy with it.
yeah,
Why
you
did
had
they-
me. I'm there.
Enter the Arena? Why did they do that?
AR 15.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
AR.
you would have left early on Friday. I was here for the popcorn, and then this happened, so I had to leave.
Do we have an MSRP on this monstrosity?
No, I do not have an MSRP on the.
It looks like it's a large bucket, and if it's playing computer games, I would imagine it's north of $50.
It's got to be up there, depending on which part of the coast you are. In the middle, it might be worth it to fly and land in flyover town, so that you can get the bucket
Right.
at a cheaper price.
Gray, this is your opportunity.
Oh, finally. It is us flyovers who get the, what can I say? We have the leg up finally. Yes.
Kentucky
You
finally
coastal
wins.
elites. Now look to us for our popcorn buckets.
Look to see it on Gray's eBay network as he stocks up on these buckets. Well, you only need to stock up on one, I
They
think.
always do this when I'm in the UK.
Yeah. Are you in
You
the
might be
UK right now?
early.
No,
You
I
never
will
know.
be whenever this comes out, though.
No, that's terrible. That's terrible.
Sure, it
Isn't
comes
it-
out in December, but the popcorn bucket, perhaps it's coming out in November. You never know.
I'm sure the movie will be released in the UK. I don't know about the popcorn bucket.
That's what I'm saying. I have 16 days to buy this thing if it's available.
If it's
I
available.
don't think I have that luxury at the moment.
So I know it's been a couple months since you've been in the UK,
Mm.
but do they do the popcorn bucket craze there, or is this like a purely American consumer thing?
No, they look at the things that we do like everything is Disney World. Everything we do, like this popcorn bucket thing,
Red
is
and
just
circus.
just next level. And
Oh.
we're just Candyland to them because they don't even put butter on their popcorn. It's
Disgusting.
yeah, it's like rice cakes. You're like, why did I pay for this?
Do they think it is health food?
What was that?
Put butter on your popcorn. That doesn't.
You don't put butter on your popcorn?
No, I'm saying, why would you not put butter on your popcorn?
They put
I think you
sugar
might enjoy
on
it
their
too much.
popcorn.
No.
$22.99. I'm in.
You're in
Oh
line right
God.
there.
Whoa,
And
link
this
me
is, the
that.
guy, this is the guy that goes, why are people watching crappy superhero movies, but it can't wait to buy a crappy popcorn?
You're part of the problem, Sipo.
Guilty. Guilty.
problem.
Guilty.
You are the problem.
Guilty. I have a popper
Seriously,
at home.
Am I too stupid? Like,
Yes.
what does Gladiator 2... Oh, okay, thank you. But what does Gladiator 2 R/Ina or dash Ina? Am I stupid? Like, does that mean something? The
AR.
R-A-R Ina?
Alternate reality?
Yes. or
Yeah,
assisted
that's
reality.
probably what it's trying to do.
God damn it, the augmented reality shit. Oh, I'm stupid.
You
Okay,
got to
so
bring your heavy assault rifle with you. You got to go into an arena and be sure you're packing. What is that link, Rosales?
oh, that's so stupid of a title. The
Yeah, let me
the one
share
with
it
the
in the
augmented there.
comments. Hopefully you can get to it there. Boom.
Oh, I hate that. And I
I'm
hate
all
that that
about
took
that.
me so long to get that.
It's all right, great. We're not all smart.
Thank you.
Get your violent bucket of popcorn at
Come on.
this link. Shop cinemark.com/product/gladiator-coliseum-popcorn-container.
Shipping the week of the 18th. No
And,
shot.
and the same
Ooh.
people that are going to buy this are going to be the same people going, I can't believe how expensive popcorn is at movie theaters anymore. Popcorn buckets, yeah, no problem. I'll pay 20.
This is killer porn.
You got a couple of weeks to set up your PO box,
P.O. box.
so that it'll be there when you get back. In
Just
like
having
9 months.
collecting dust at the post office. I guess I could have it sent here and then forward it over. I don't.
That's a lot of money.
Good.
Yeah,
But now
yeah.
think of how much that
We're
AR
crossing into the $100 range for a stupid piece of plastic. I hate myself.
But the AR.
I don't. You could, if it cuts the cost, please have the AR experience. Officially licensed Gladiator 2 merchandise. Well, thank God it's officially licensed, because I don't know what I would do if it.
Look at that beautiful little bit of engraving there.
I
I'm
know.
sure you can find somebody in the UK who's willing to 3D print one of these.
Why did you tell me that?
Well, if you're going to pay
Go to the
somebody
black market. Get an
don't pay
unlicensed
$22 to a major company, pay £22 to a local.
Well, I want to support the company that has the official license, of course.
Yeah, so that they'll keep making more of these monstrosities.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my!
I think we've officially jumped the shark with popcorn buckets.
I don't disagree, but I am the problem here. I don't dispute this.
Hey,
I am a simp for this shit.
I'm teasing. If you
No, you're right. It's fair and it's right. You don't need to preface that. You're right.
No. I'm saying is that you're allowed. Okay, look, I'm a collector. Okay,
Mhm.
I've collected weirder things than popcorn buckets. So if you like popcorn buckets, then I 100% support any obsession anybody has.
No,
I'm
but
just
you're right.
Ron Jeremy collection.
You're right in your theory that if I were to complain about the price of popcorn, I am part of the problem, because here I am inflating the market by taking part in it.
right, but that's what
that's not the only problem. Like, sadly, you're going to be.
I have plenty of problems,
town
Gray. All right.
But your Gladiator 2 problems aren't the end of it. Sadly, you might be out of town for when that Red One, the Rock Christmas movie, comes out. Sadly, you're not going to get the sleigh popcorn bucket either.
Is there a popcorn bucket for that as well?
Oh, there has to be. Come on. It's a
be
Rock
now.
movie.
It's probably going to be now.
Yeah, see, so that's the problem. I'm a popcorn enthusiast. What is that?
That's the Venom one.
Oh, that one kind of looks weird.
Look at that. All you got to do is sign up and save.
You didn't eat your popcorn with your symbiote? Come on, Charles. You didn't truly experience Venom 3,
See,
The
that-
Last Dance.
For the young men in the crowd, that resembles the bucket trick a little too much there. If you hold that on your lap, what do the men in the audience think of?
Yeah, I can see your bucket trick there.
The defense rests.
A hole in it?
What was that?
A pizza box with a hole in it?
Yes.
Want to bind with my symbiote?
No,
Don't mind the symbiote.
That's just butter on its head.
No, you're going, you know why it's called a symbiote? Yeah. The reason why it's called a symbiote.
Yeah, there's that.
Yeah, just use the topping of it.
So Gladiator.
Well, so I'm a popcorn that level enthusiast, and because of things like this, it gets misconstrued as me supporting a movie that I'm not really interested in.
Oh no, of course not. I mean, yeah.
I don't care about the movie, to be honest with you. Although I've
No, but
heard
the soundtrack looks amazing.
and that's a problem, that people aren't watching movies, that they have to be in the George Lucas toy other thing business where art has just gone crazy.
The idea is to maximize profits. You know.
Yeah, it's not to be creative, and that's frustrating.
Yeah, it looks like Red One doesn't have a popcorn bucket, but
Boo!
instead they have a snow globe.
Snow globe.
Oh wait,
You need it.
there's popcorn in the snow globe.
No.
How do you get it out?
I see a jingle bell thing ornament that's full of stuff as well. They got one. Charles, you're
That's
in luck.
Reddit. It's Reddit. It may not be real. It may not be real.
Reddit.
Because it's Reddit.
Damn you, Reddit. Oh, what the hell is that? Is that a Stein?
Yes,
Yeah.
Krampus Stein.
It's the Krampus Stein. Come
Is
on.
it spelled Stien?
No, it's spelled the correct way, bastard.
Krampus Stein. Wow, you can get a Red One giant cookie plate.
That's what she said. What is that? Is that?
It's an ornament ball, a jingle ball, if
Oh, it's
you
a
will.
one piece. One piece. It's one of them fruits.
Oh,
Hey, watch your language,
I
sir.
like it less now.
It's a gum fruit. That's what it is.
I think we call them Twinks.
Red Whirly Pop theme. I don't know. I'll get back to that if I can find it. But it sounds like Red One may have a popcorn bucket, if I can verify that.
Where Reddit isn't exactly the best place to get news.
So where you get all your favorite truths. Oh, yeah. Back to that joke. I call it carnage, baby. That's fun.
And that'd be a good line on Twitter. I'll go. I just saw Venom 3. Carnage would have been a better title.
I mean, significantly less Woody Harrelson in this one, I believe.
Oh, that's good. I don't
None.
like.
None. Spoiler. What?
Ooh.
There was a Terrifier bucket.
What?
Oh, that looks so stupid. I need it.
That's that's where the bullet came out. So that's where obviously you would eat the popcorn. And they got the look at that Venom one. Oh, it's sold out.
Oh, they have the Ghostbusters building? What is that, like the Acme detonator thing? What is that? That's square with the... What is
Borderlands. It was Borderlands.
Oh, that
So they got
makes
plenty of
sense
them.
and is
They're
so
on
stupid.
sale.
They can't even sell those.
Yeah. So no, I'm not seeing. Regal is where they would be, I guess, but they're not there. So at least not yet. They may come a little bit later. And when it does show up, we'll call it Carnage, baby. So yeah,
I wonder what it's going to be.
let's find out what we thought about Agatha all along.
Oh, it is Agatha all along. Look at that.
Huh. Who would have figured?
I was betting on that one little thin line.
So yeah, yes, no. Agatha.
Very much, yes.
Anybody see it? Yeah.
I did.
I haven't even seen episode 1.
Is it over? It's the season's done?
It is not. Next week is the 2-part finale.
Well, it's one part of the 2-part finale.
So I've kind of heard mixed reports that it ends next week, but then I've also heard that it's a 2-part finale. So I'm not sure if they're releasing both of them.
Well,
next
if
week or
Kathleen
what the hell's
Kennedy
going
gets
on.
fired, then it'll be a 2-part finale.
Yeah, true. Any day now. The reports are in.
Yes,
Just hasn't gone public yet.
they've been predicting her demise for going on 20 years.
Any day now. I hear people are upset.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yes. I think this past week, their segment focused on witches, cinematic witches, at least in design, and
Well, I mean, you could say that for every single episode, but this one in particularly is kind of tarot, and I don't know what you'd want to call it, future, predicting the future type deal. But there is one character who's kind of been traveling all sorts of different directions through time because it's nonlinear. It was really kind of fun. It wrapped up a whole bunch of the mysteries that's been going on the entire season. Why one character in particular is kind of speaking mysteriously and seems to be switching through time, like just randomly starts having a conversation that nobody else is having with them. You finally get the payoff in all of this, why they were doing that they were actually slipping through time and kind of waking up at different points. It really kind of brought everything together for me. I can understand if you hate witches, you're looking for more of the cape stuff. This has none of it in this show, but man, they are calling back to every witch property that's out there. They literally put the characters in like every single Disney witch costume because, they own the rights to that. But man, I really do enjoy what they're doing with this thing. But if you're not into
They did
all the
put
references
Teenage
from
Boy
like
in drag,
WandaVision and
didn't
stuff.
they?
Sorry, could you say that one more time? I spoke over you like an asshole.
No. I spoke while you were talking. So
No, please, you go first.
Okay, Charles, what was that?
They did put a teenage boy in drag, though, didn't they?
Not really. I mean, like he's wearing
really?
Maleficent inspired thing. Like if you're just saying like wearing the Maleficent horns makes it drag, then yes, because like that is traditionally a female character. But like the way that they had the costume, it's not like there's like a section for breasts that were not filled out or anything like he wasn't wearing the actual like female costume. It's just a costume for somebody that's very heavily inspired by Maleficent.
But
so,
there was
I didn't see it as drag, but
was there a skirt?
I mean, who doesn't wear a skirt? Are you considering like Scottish tradition to be cross-dressing?
I don't
Come
believe
on, it was more of a tilt.
Was it that short?
No. I do believe it was more like a robe, if you will. But I could see how some could interpret it as drag. I didn't see it as drag.
Well,
it was just a costume inspired by Maleficent.
To be clear, if it was a dress, then all of the Jedi are in drag.
Yeah, I would agree with that. It seems like more of a robe to me. And Bri brings up that they've been enjoying it to WandaVision. Fair enough. It's a really fun kind of companion piece to WandaVision. They're doing a lot of what started from WandaVision, where they were kind of using a whole bunch of different like television references and stuff. This is doing kind of the same thing, where they're bringing in inspiration from a whole bunch of different shows. Man, the horror movie references are just like off the charts. There's so much like Carrie references and stuff going into this. I'm digging it a lot, but if that wasn't your jam, the whole Wanda thing, this probably isn't going to be your jam, but it's setting up a whole bunch of interesting things. And there is this kind of huge reveal that happened in the last episode.
What was the reveal? Please.
All of the fan predictions were that Aubrey Plaza is playing Death. They have now revealed that, yes, in fact, Aubrey Plaza is playing Death. So this whole thing that we had with the Infinity Gauntlet, in the comics, there's this really fun thing that Thanos is just doing the snap to impress Death. He's trying to court Death. They took that out and just made it, this kind of interesting reason for why he did it. But now they're introducing Death for kind of no reason. But it's really working for me.
I saw some sort of marketing thing where I'll blatantly say I was thinking with my crotch, but Aubrey Plaza looked good in it. I was just like, hi. See whatever that is.
She always does look good.
She does.
Oh, and Brie, you're not exactly comparing it to something with a high bar. I mean, you're comparing it to WandaVision. Come on.
Yeah, I loved WandaVision. I think it did something different than all of the other kind of Marvel properties. So Marvel has like a bunch of different things going on. It's not just the cape shit, but that is definitely what people kind of think of first and foremost as the superheroes. But man, they've got a really fun magic world. And, I guess most people's entrance to that would be Wanda, since she's got her fun chaos magic. But man, they've got some really deep stuff that I'm hoping they get to bring out a little bit. But this seems like it's kind of the path to it. We have Wiccan completely established now, so it does seem like they're going the Young Avengers route. I have a feeling the Avengers are going to fail, and then there's going to be a new team. There is a show that's currently in the works, Vision Quest, which has the White Vision. We don't know what his quest is going to be yet. I do have a feeling that's going to be assembling the Young Avengers.
It's for an audience.
I mean, they can try. What can I say? I think those that have actually watched this, it is getting pretty damn good reviews. They're going pretty hard on a lot of these characters. It's not just plot armor on everybody. So I think you're not going to see a season 2 of this. I'll put it that way. The way that they're going in this, I don't think some of these characters are going to be there anymore.
Well, it is getting definitely rave reviews. I failed to see anything negative about it on Twitter. The only place I find anything negative is going to be on YouTube, and it's from the usual suspects who hate everything.
Twitter's positive? Where are you going?
Agatha all along Twitter.
It depends. It depends on the overall audience. If the overall audience is positive to a show, then the YouTubers have to be positive to the show.
Is there social media money to be made from hating it?
I'm sorry?
Probably not. But man, if you're into witches at all, like there is so many references, and then they're just bringing up like every bit of pop culture that kind of involves it. And man, there's so many like little Easter eggs that they're throwing in there that are really fun. It really makes you kind of recontextualize the entire season a bunch of different ways with these new reveals, but it doesn't take away from what actually is there in the straightforward story part, where, a lot of these shows that kind of tried to do that, The Acolyte kind of comes to mind. If that payoff doesn't work, it just kind of ruins everything. The way that they're doing it with this, they're much smaller payoffs, but each one seems to be working out for me. I'm just thoroughly enjoying it, and I expect not to like it. So,
is Aubrey more drama or comedy in this?
She definitely more drama. So she appears to be Agatha's ex-lover, although that's not like confirmed. So there is kind of this like former relationship thing going on, and then the fact that she is deaf. She kept saying like hints like they would mention like somebody died or something, and then she would mention something about like she didn't want to do her job, but she had a job that she had to do. So there were just like little hints that perhaps she was involved in the person's death. And it looks like she is. She's there to collect souls. She's deaf.
How did she get her hearing back?
Unclear.
Oh, death.
Grey, you know what? Grey is such an MCU show. It's just so sad.
Shill.
Shill? Can you name what other MCU thing I like?
If you say something positive about a show that the general public doesn't like, you are by default a shill. Remember that.
Grey, you need to change your title to Shillmonger.
Well, I mean, we can't all be jaded fanboys. What can I say? I guess I'm Grey Shill, but by the power of Grey Shill, I will go ahead and declare Agatha way better than I thought it would be. I really dig all the references, and man, there's so much Wizard of Oz going in on this. If you like that at all, it's got like some of the best references to it at all. And if that's not for you, you're not going to enjoy this.
Do you think that the views that are expressed in favor of Agatha will be reflective in higher numbers when it comes to viewership?
Probably not. The magic side of okay, so yes and no. I think you're going to get a lot of people who are interested in Catherine Hahn, who are interested in kind of the magic side, who are interested in not like MCU stuff. As in, they're not into the superheroes. They're not into watching like 35 movies to catch up to where you are. This is something that I've heard a lot of people can just go ahead and watch blindly. They don't need to know the everything that came before this. You still understand what's going on. So I have heard entry of like a few people kind of showing it to their parents, and their parents just really enjoying it and liking it because they're fans of Catherine Hahn.
Why?
But I don't think this is going to win over any MCU fans.
Why is Disney...
magic in Marvel has always been the lowest part of it. It doesn't seem like it's the big thing. The big thing is the capes, the superheroes. So I don't think it's going to win over a huge thing, but I think it is winning over people that wouldn't be won over by capes. Sorry, Charles, please go.
No, why is Disney seemingly leaning into a 90s stereotype of what teenage girls like by leaning into like witches and stuff? Because with...
I mean... Those 90s girls are now women, sir.
Yeah, they're now grandmothers.
I wouldn't say this is for teenage girls. I think you could enjoy it, but a lot of the references that they're doing are kind of much older. There are like 90s to 70s references in there. Basically, any witch that's been in pop culture is basically
referenced. So it's maybe for millennials and or
I think so.
Gen Xers. What would you say Acolyte is for? Like, who are they trying
That's
to
a
draw?
good question. I have no fucking clue. They were trying to get a new audience, and I don't think they succeeded by any
It is for
means
the
in that.
extensions on their homes.
I enjoy it, and I'm glad that they introduced the world to Manny Jacinto. But man, I can tell you, it's not for everybody. It is not a. If you're looking to get new people involved, like maybe you'll get a few of them, but it's nowhere that you're going to build a franchise off of. This seems like something a little bit different. I think they went a much smarter route than Star Wars did.
Out of curiosity, Gray, is there a Witches of Eastwick reference or Easter egg? Because I'm just wondering how they would work that in.
Kind of. So I think they're doing that with some of the names. I think it was like East View or something like that. But they do have like Mayor of East Town. I think there was now I forget what that. I think they had Witches of Eastwick kind of referenced in that one too. That's definitely the least of the references.
What about Hocus Pocus? They throw a bone their way?
They have. There have been some Sanderson sisters kind of references in there. Honestly, like any witchy product, especially anything that Disney kind of has its fingers in, they've referenced like heavily.
I wonder what them witches had their fingers in. Greg got those teenage girls are now women. Got it. And they just happen to have expendable income.
And they might be able to show it to their daughters or whoever. I think they're trying to appeal to the ones who aren't super interested in the superhero things. It seems to be pretty effective. Where I think they were kind of trying to do that with the High Republic, like, we're not necessarily trying to get the people interested in space wizards. Instead, we can bring in these witches and this coven thing. I don't think that was very successful. Where this one seems more like it would be accessible for kind of everyone. I don't know who the Acolyte was for. I enjoyed it, but you can't make something for me. It's not going to sell.
I'm looking forward to the introduction of witches in the new Captain America Winged Soldier movie. They're not giving up on witches. They're going to bring them back again. They're going to.
Yeah, it just feels like they're luring teenage girls from 2 generations ago.
It's wine moms, though. They are 2 generations ago, but they've got the money now.
Gray, is one of the witches named Blair by chance?
No, we do not have a Blair in this particular one. There is definitely the craft like type of references all over, but not specifically a Blair that I can remember.
Yeah, but they really missed out on adding a Blair witch.
Yeah, and she needs to kind of project or something.
Yet another 90s thing.
I do believe there was kind of a totem that could be seen as one of those Blair Witch kind of whatever you call it, like tree sculptures, branch sculpture things. Yeah, stick figure. Let's go with that. I think there was one of those in the background. So
there's only 8 episodes. We can only put so much in.
Well, wait a minute.
I think it might be 9, but I'm not sure.
What's upside down?
Aren't they in a forest at some point during the show?
Oh yeah, they're on the road. The witch's road. It is beyond the forest, but you can tell which trial they're going to, and they need to go through a bunch of different trials to be able to win the road, if you will. But it is kind of fun because each trial kind of has its own color, so the road and the leaves and everything kind of changes to foreshadow what trial they will reach next. But yeah, there's a road.
Remember when girls liked witches? And they all used to watch Survivor. We're putting all that together.
Yeah,
in 8 episodes.
It's like, do you know what young women are doing right now? Like, what it feels like they have this very antiquated perception of like an audience they're trying to get that is not there anymore. Like you're aiming at a target that's long gone.
Well, you keep saying that they're aiming at teens. Like, I'm not seeing that. I do think that they're aiming at people that are more contemporary with our age. It's the women that aren't necessarily looking for superheroes, I would say. It's something that you can enjoy without having to go through like 35 movies, keep up the lore. Here's what's currently going. But it kind of starts you from square one.
You said expendable income, but who traditionally over the last half century?
The gays.
Traditionally, it's been teenagers to people in like college age is where they advertise to. So
Hold on. But you have to remember, those teenagers grew up and they're still acting like teenagers.
yeah, but they don't have the money that they did as teenagers.
Okay.
They still live with their parents, sure, but they don't have the same expendable income.
Okay, I see what you're going with. Okay. And again,
I
do
win.
the teenagers have that expendable income that I mean, they're not making that much money either unless they're YouTubers.
Well, they're spending mom
Again,
and
this
dad's
is
money.
Disney Plus. So are they spending mom and dad's money to get the subscription for it, or are the teenagers actually buying the subscription for it?
When I was a kid, you could get $5 and be entertained for the entire Saturday. You could watch 17 movies, get a popcorn and a hot dog, and then you'd have to walk home because you didn't have change for the bus.
But did you use the popcorn bucket to watch a gladiator fight?
But the thing
What's
is,
with that?
the teenagers' expendable income is their parents' credit card.
Sure.
So it's like it would still work out as targeting to the young audience.
Imagine Disney Plus as a restaurant that is unproven, and they're trying to introduce a fusion of Guatemalan and Taiwanese food. Okay, it's a Taiwanese Guatemalan fusion. All right.
Mhm.
The
Based?
audience isn't there yet for it. The crowd isn't there yet for it, but they're trying to build it up. Okay, so whoever this witchy audience is hasn't been grown yet. They're trying to grow the brand.
No, they were around in the 90s. Like they're like The Craft. There's a bunch of movies. The Witches of Eastwick was from the 90s. Like there's a
Gonna make a comeback.
Dude,
all right.
like, come on. Witches have been a thing since the time of Shakespeare, sir, and much beyond that. But witches chanting, it wasn't invented with the acolyte. It's not in the last, 5 years.
No,
Come on, man. That Macbeth.
it just seems like they're trying to pin things on that like one target. It's weird. It's just weird to me. Like what
Anybody
about
see Vox Machina?
what?
No? Okay, we'll skip it again this month. Go back to that.
Why has that come up? Is that supposed to be watched by someone? Because I certainly have no intention
People
on it.
enjoy it or so.
Well,
there's a
We covered it for
former
2
guest who
seasons.
loved
You
it.
know, Ray, your positivity is just starting to make me really.
I think he's just devil's advocating everything.
I've heard some people, I guess, like, oh
Not
my
everything.
God,
Venom
positive.
sucks.
Watch it first, then then say that.
I tried with the first one. The accent, like his choice of voice, was enough to make me say, I'm tapping out. But fair enough. I will watch the 3 and then tell you how
Don't.
much I hate them.
Not unnecessary.
It's not a question you have to hate them. It's just, it's just weird hearing so much positivity. It's like, oh yes, some people like it. I hear it's good, and it's like blah blah blah.
Well, no, speak
I
positively
love it.
about something, and then Gray will take the opposite end.
Unless you're talking about Venom, and then I gotta say, not for me. What can I say? I was kind of over the cape shit, and then when they started with the magic stuff, I really dug it. But I understand that I was kind of out on my own with enjoying WandaVision. A lot of people were looking for something else. I really thought it was a fun way to kind of go in a different direction with Marvel, and then it all led to the Multiverse of Madness, which was not great. But I thought that diversion was cool. However, I understand that I'm very much alone on that. Ooh, I get a lovely saucer and star. Nice.
I have heard that some people have like Multiverse of Madness.
I mean, I want to. I really like Sam Raimi. There's some fun, kind of horror stuff that he does, especially when she kind of comes through the mirror in a bunch of pieces. There's some really Wanda. She comes through the mirror, kind of Raimi style. There's some really fun shots in there, but it just suffers from the Marvel problem that all of them do. They had sets built before they have a script, so now your script has to involve these set pieces. There's a reason why the directors don't really have a lot of control. If you even look at the Marvels, I can't remember her name. Is it Nia Costa? The one who directed it and supposedly wrote it. She was forced to do 2, so she gave her cut of it, and then they're like, cool, now take out 30 minutes, and then she did, and they're like, cool, now take out another 45 minutes, to the point where she tried to get her name taken off of it. I don't know how much control you have over one of these things. Where the shows, they seem to have more of a vision to them. They seem to be able to go out in these more
Yes.
unexplored areas that I'm digging, but maybe they're not for everyone.
Gray, Vision died in Endgame. I saw that.
He did. And then Wanda created one, and then they used his body and created another one. So now you have Wanda's vision, which is gone, and then you have White Vision, or Cream Vision, as some people call him. And he's the one who's going to lead Vision Quest in the future. But no Mind Stone. Sorry,
White
they also
Vision.
call him Mayo Vision.
That's a condiment sism. I don't know.
I've never called him any of that.
Well, fair enough. You can be more formal with him. I have cute little nicknames for him.
Little condiment lingo.
Japanese mayo or good old
Oh,
fashioned?
Kewpie Mayo is so good. It's got that sweetness to it. Oh, I love that stuff.
Sweet
It's okay. So you're thinking like Miracle Whip. It is not like that. Kewpie Mayo, if you've ever had it, you had sushi ever? Sometimes they have like a white sauce on it. That's usually Kewpie Mayo. It's great.
You gotta
It's the
put it on
Japanese sweet mayo.
fried cabbage with scrambled eggs in between two pieces of
Oh,
toast.
so good.
Oh,
So
God. I thought you couldn't get worse than sushi. Thanks, Rosales.
You've never had an egg toast?
I don't like eggs. I don't mind eggs if they're a part of something, but eggs.
Oh, come on. What about egg salad? It's
Nope.
just mayo and eggs. Eggs and then oil mixed with eggs until it's beaten up to be this weird white stuff.
It's
That's
egg
nice.
extravaganza.
It's eggs in an egg sauce, is what it is.
You don't like eggs and egg sauce put on white bread sometimes?
No.
Like
Chicken
Eggs
abortions.
Benedict is eggs poached in water and then covered with an egg yolk sauce.
Oh my God.
Oh, that would be great. Hollandaise? Great.
Yes.
Love
Yeah.
it. I got to say,
Add
any
butter.
type of Benedict, it's great.
Arnold?
I'll take it. I prefer eggs Benedict, but I'm cool with any kind of Benny.
I'll have to let some people know.
I was not hungry.
Thank you.
Eggs Benedict. It's what. What was that? I didn't mean to step on you.
I said, did Gray just say he's into any kind of bennies?
What can I say? I'm a fan of the Bennies.
You're a fan of
Even Benny in the Jets.
Benihana?
I'll give a shout out to Benny.
That wasn't the bennies I was referring to, but never mind.
Took a little while to find that. Sorry.
No, it's perfect.
No. Are my ears bleeding yet?
Soon.
Mm,
That goes on forever. My goodness.
I'll say.
Stop that. Some jokes go too long. Some jokes go too long. That's my time, ladies and gentlemen. Be sure to tip your waitress. So yeah, I was showing kids in the church how to bend a spoon between their fingers.
That went on too long.
There was a man going, "Come on down, honey. Come on down, honey. You don't need to be up there, okay? You need to help pray for that man." Yeah, I get so mad at people that are religious like that because they don't understand that it's all gimmickry. I liken magic to movies, okay, in that the people involved know some things that you don't know about doing it. Which
Speaking of movies, religion, and Bennies, there's Benny Gesserits in Dune. I'm looking forward to that next one. And what can I say? It's Bennies, so I absolutely love that.
they're going to say Grimm. Dune 3.
Oh man.
Doomed.
What's on
Okay,
there?
I'm jealous. I would like to get
Haven't even watched it.
4K of that.
Hold on. You did. Oh my God!
It's a
What happened?
Dune 2-pack.
You bought it
Dune.
and you haven't even watched it.
I have a long trip, sir.
You know, if you keep buying their stuff, they'll just keep making more of it, man.
Not physical media.
The idea.
I would argue against that quite heavily.
No, I meant Dune movies. If you keep buying it, you'll keep making more.
That's as long as they have Denis Villeneuve doing it.
Yeah, I don't mind that so much.
I want you to pack that in your popcorn bucket when you go on the plane.
Guilty.
Just call it an ADR. Jesus Christ.
I'm trying to think what. So, if I do this and show you that I have a Departed film, and they make another film from Scorsese that is in the same vein, is that
How
encouraging
dare
them?
you?
Well, yeah, if you keep buying.
Okay, I would like more of that then. Thank you. I liked the first Dune. I heard the second Dune was great. I have a long trip. I genuinely have 7+ hours to kill.
Oh, you're gonna watch it on the. Oh, you're watching it on the plane. On the plane. Oh, okay, then yeah, that's fine. No problem.
I'm sure they probably
as you're
have it on
doing
the
it over
flight.
international waters, it's okay.
I thought it was one of those situations where you like the movie and you bought it and you're going, oh, okay, now I have it. But then it's like, you know what? I really don't want to watch it.
So
for him to
I
be
am a
fanboy?
collector. I am a
Right.
collector. Like I'd rather if I think I'm going to watch it more than once, I want to own it rather
Oh,
than
yeah,
have it
yeah,
on my
yeah.
computer and be like,
Why does that go on forever? I don't understand. Probably the in-flight film is going to be Megalopolis.
I might watch that. See, my problem is if I wanted to watch Dune 2, I don't want to watch an airplane version of it where they have like something that resembles a curse cut or someone tiny or any of that. Like I want the whatever the original cut is.
So
Yeah,
if they put it in the airplane, it's edited or.
Oh yeah, curses are gone. Nudity's gone. What are you doing, Rosales?
It's going to be on a screen that big.
Well, yeah, that too. But I wouldn't mind that so much as them just doing a G cut of something that has no business being a G-rated movie.
Yeah, but they got to neuter it. The kids are going to watch it.
Well, they're going to be in for a show when I watch it on my laptop.
I mean,
Some
Dune
of
is
them-
that kind of movie. It's not like Ron Jeremy's Dune.
They had
I
some
got the
kind of
wrong one.
raunchy choices the last time I flew. I'm trying to remember exactly what it was, but I felt really uncomfortable choosing one of the movies that was up there because
Showgirls?
there happened to be a kid. It wasn't Showgirls. I feel like it was not a Verhoeven flick, but maybe.
Eyes Wide Shut. Was it Eyes Wide Shut?
Ooh,
No, I don't
Poor
think it was
Things?
Kubrick.
Debbie
Yes,
Does
that
Dallas?
was it. No. I think it was all of those. Yeah, I was watching those. I brought them myself on the flight. I felt awkward for some reason.
Striptease.
Are there any other choices than the Human Centipede?
ooh.
Not for me. It's the only way to go.
That's how you get an empty seat next to you. It's kind of a
That's a. It
trick.
kind of explains Amway.
wow. That's an old joke, Rosales.
I told you I
Amway.
was old. I told you.
Wow. Are you trying to target the witch crowd?
We now call it viral marketing.
Yeah, MLM.
I thought you froze there for a second.
Oh, MLM.
What is
Right?
that?
Multi-level marketing. Isn't that what
Yes.
Amway is now?
It's what they call a vertical integration.
Passable income or passive income?
Passive
Yeah, whatever.
income. Yes.
I believe the term you're looking for is Ponzi scheme.
Yes, that too. Chicken burger. Or not. Oh, burp. Barbecue.
I just think it's sacrilegious to become that chicken sandwich on a Sunday. It doesn't work.
It's just taunting people who want that
It
burger.
should not be available. If he wants to be that on After Dark, that makes sense. But come on a Sunday?
It is
Spit it out.
It's some tasty, hateful chicken.
It's weird that they'll cash whatever checks come in, but they're going to integrate their religious thoughts on being open on a Sunday, where people still eat on Sundays. I just
Okay, I'm kind of lost on the issue here, but
so that sandwich is at a place in the U.S. that closes on Sundays for Christian religious reasons.
okay.
Good chicken though.
Yeah.
There used to be a time where all places were closed on Sundays, and
That was the olden days. Now
Right.
it's only Chick-fil-A who is closed on the Sunday.
There also
Everything
used to
else
be
you can get it anytime.
there used to be a time where you couldn't get Grubhub, but they take part in that. So, like, if you're going to take advantage of modern amenities, then what is this? What are you doing? I'm sure there's certain things that, why don't you give some of that food away for free? Because that's a very Jesus-y thing to do.
because the whole point is you're not supposed to work on Sunday. Sunday's a day of rest. The idea is that
You
you
can't
don't.
even brine the chicken on Sunday. It
Yeah,
has to rest outside of the brine.
The idea is you don't work on Sunday because
No, I
Sunday,
understand that, but there are certainly other things that are in the Bible that they're.
okay.
I'm not persecuting the Christians, Bob.
No, it sounds like you're taking umbrage with their chicken choice, sir.
This thing is like them not opening on Sunday, is that big a deal?
No, I think
No, I just wanted to give him crap
hypocrisy-
that he's using that on a Sunday.
Hypocrisy is part of the theme because, there's certain things that they're probably going against the Bible in their business studies
Right.
and practices.
Okay.
And so the one thing they're following is to not be open on Sunday.
I mean, the Chick-fil-A uniform has mixed fabric. That seems to be sacrilegious.
Can't believe y'all stayed on chicken sandwiches.
We were vamping, sir.
Stretched it out. Good job. Good job. This right here. Now we're
Well, we
back.
can always go back to talking about politics and Rihanna.
So I hear Rihanna just did this amazing show.
Yes, it was in a backyard. Apparently a small gathering. I don't know. I'm making this up as I go.
So-
Yes.
Is the policy at Chick-fil-A that all the low-wage employees, they get paid as much as everyone else? Being the meek, do they inherit the company?
No.
Because that's
no,
what the
no.
Bible says.
You get a
meek shall
discount
inherit
on
the
your
earth.
lunch.
They're not, wait a minute.
The meek will inherit the earth after all you losers die. So-
Hold on. Now, hold on. It's not a restaurant that goes, okay, hold on. Our business plan is based off of the Bible. It's that we decided that we're not going to stay open on Sunday
But you said it earlier.
that
Why
could
are
be
they closed on
cool.
Sundays?
because Sundays was traditionally the day of rest. And that's why-
Traditionally,
Right.
Not anymore.
I agreed.
So if you're going to bring some Bible shit into it, then why are you not
What if
following
we
all of
did
it?
make like a Bible burger restaurant though? Like think about it.
All of it.
You could have like the Ark special where you get 2 of each animal.
I love how Chick-fil-A
Surf
is.
and turf, they call that.
I love how Chick-fil-A
Don't
is.
meet on Fridays. It's all fish Fridays. And by the way, that's the reason for the Chick-fil-A was because they wanted to serve an alternative to the Christians during the Lent period, and so they came up with the fish fillet sandwich. McDonald's did. So they did it first. They brought religion in
McDonald's.
first. Yes, before Chick-fil-A was even a thing, before it was even a thought in its daddy's. Well, never mind.
But you can buy a fish fillet at any time. They were just trying to
Well, now you can.
they were trying to get the Christians to buy, you don't eat burgers today? Okay, well here's fish. And then they did the same thing with nuggets. Like, you're against meat, but okay with chicken. Okay, here's chicken nuggets. Oh,
Well-
you're on a diet. Here's salad at McDonald's. What are you doing?
To be fair, the chickens that they use for the nuggets are completely vegan.
I think it's called glue.
Hey, McDonald's had pizza for a while.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
They were
it's
trying-
cynical. It's cynical business shit.
That's all. It's maximizing profits. It's like, who you buy breakfast? You can buy, what was it? Is it pancakes at McDonald's or something? I mean, come on. They're just
Right. My point is,
They should stick to Egg McMuffins.
if you're a business, don't try to spit up my ass and tell me you're about religion. You're a business.
right.
That's it. Don't close on Sundays because God rested on this. Yeah, no, sorry. You're selling chicken and you're
A lot of
cashing those
bars
checks
close
just
on
fine.
Mondays and
And
Tuesdays.
That was because laws. That was you couldn't buy alcohol
So was
before noon.
Sunday. So was Sunday. Sunday was, there were laws. There were blue laws.
That is
that
no
kept
longer the
you from
case,
being-
though.
That's right.
So
But
are
some
you
bars still close on Mondays?
mad that you can't get Chick-fil-A on Sundays?
Mad? No, I don't appreciate the religious finger wagging.
He doesn't like that religious
Griddle.
people are actually sinners and can be deceitful.
The do as I say, not as I do thing really gets under my nerves.
Just by staying open on Sunday.
They're not telling anybody to close on Sunday. They're just telling you that you can't buy a chicken sandwich from them. You can buy a chicken sandwich anywhere.
Yeah,
Popeyes is open on Sundays.
Yeah.
Get your chicken sandwich there.
Like
They
if
have-
Chick-fil-A was, like if Chick-fil-A was announcing every other restaurant, going, "How dare all of you guys stay open on Sunday? Look how amazing we are." Then I would understand your point. But they're just going, "Yeah, we're just closed on Sundays."
They have not neutered America by closing on Sundays, but apparently they have a heck of a chicken sandwich that should be available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
They're
Well,
not. They're not doing business well.
Downhill.
No, they're not doing business well, and their PR apparently is for shit.
Why? What?
Well, their PR.
Church,
Puerto
church,
Ricans?
You're out here, you're out here hating on them because they've got a bad rep.
I mean, I didn't even talk about the LGBTQ stuff. So it is a hell of a chicken sandwich.
That's
it's
true.
amazing what people will go through as long as the food tastes good.
Hatred tastes incredible.
Hatred tastes incredible.
My
You know
wife
what is
had-
available whenever you want it? It's the McRib.
Ugh. No, it's not available when you want it. It's limited.
That's right.
There's only
Aren't
so
you
many
all-
rats in the world.
Why aren't you up their ass? Because it's a
Okay,
crap
because McDonald's is dog shit. We all know that McDonald's is dog shit. They are what If anybody thinks McDonald's is a good company, I
So
have a
only
bridge to
quality
sell you.
items deserve your ire.
No, this false idea of we're closed because it's God's day. Okay.
Right?
Okay.
And you have to give me the link though,
What link?
because it's like they're closed on Sundays, and that bothers you.
They're a business. They're not a church.
Okay, and they're not okay. So a
Yes,
private
they can listen. They can do what they want as far as being open. Shut the fuck up about God, though. You're a business. Talk about business. If you're closed on Sunday, cool. Don't talk about God being the reason you're closed on Sunday. Just
Okay.
leave that shit out. Of it.
Channeling Mort Saul here with your ire. You've gone far away from the comedy. Shop. Here's your link. ShopCinemark.com products Gladiator Coliseum popcorn container. There's your link that you wanted.
So we went from politics to religion.
It's not about business. It's
the
about
schnitzel
the
is good.
religion thing. It's just
No,
listen. If you want to be closed on
understand.
Sunday, fine. That's your choice. But do not make it about God.
Give
But
me a
don't-
reason
don't do
for
that.
it. You want to
Okay,
close on
hold on.
Sundays?
I
Fine.
don't-
give me a reason. Don't give me a reason.
I don't
do
want
it.
that reason. Don't bring something else into it.
I have a
we're-
counter. I have a counter.
We're closing in the South
are
because
you
we're
mad?
Democrats.
Are you mad at Starbucks for doing those racial thing issues with their cups and stuff? Well, let's talk about race, and let's talk about when Starbucks had those cups for a while, where it was. Oh, here, I'll see if I can find it.
Cups.
Oh, here's an interesting thing. If you, I'll give you, I'll do this while you're finding your link. In the Acolyte, they hired lots of women for the show, behind the scenes, in front of the camera, and everywhere. They focused on hiring the women. They did, however, it was a benefit for them because they saved money because the women that they worked for them got 50% less than the men that worked for them. So yeah, it was a financial boon for the Acolyte, even though they wound up spending what, close to $2 billion.
You had free money.
Well, most of that
men.
was to pay Manny Jacinto, who earned every penny of that.
Yes, I think he got $1 billion per nipple.
If you're trying to get me to say Disney's a well-established business, you're not going to get it.
No. I'm just killing time, is what I'm doing.
Yeah, no, I can't find it. Sorry.
Oh, I wanted to know about Starbucks' race cups.
Like they would have it that you would write on, that the customer would write. There would be little like little fortune cookie little tags on the cups, and the idea was it was supposed to spark conversation when you went back to the table to talk to your friend. It would be.
It sounds like a social nudge of the shoulder, and far less.
Social nudge thing, but it was about talking about racism and trans rights and stuff like that.
Yeah, just sell me a fucking coffee. I'm with you there.
Don't print on it. Say hi to the black person to your left.
It's the same thing as like, oh look, the McDonald's logo is rainbow now because it's June. What the hell does your business have anything to do with gayness? Stop it. Just stop it.
Gays got to eat too.
Not on Sundays, apparently.
Hold on.
Well, not chicken sandwiches.
The reasoning behind that is because as a business, they have to do that because on social media, if they don't do anything to celebrate Gay Pride Month, they're going to get assault. They're going to get harassed online. So it's not that they're doing it to go, oh look, we're pro gay now all of a sudden. If we don't establish that we're pro gay during Pride Month, they're going to get slaughtered online.
Yeah.
So they have to pander.
I don't like any of it.
Both
sides.
But at this point now, it's if you want to go a cynical route, just like McDonald's is just like banks. Why do banks have to care about being? Oh look, during Gay Pride Month, we're going to show ads about us giving loans to gay people, and oh look, you've been doing that all year round. If you want
just February. That's the only time you give out those loans.
If to understand your position, the way McDonald's and stuff and those businesses pander to gay people on a certain month of the year, you're going, oh, Chick-fil-A is closing on Sunday to pandering to the Christians? Is that kind of like your issue?
I think they're a Christian company. They've brought up things. I think they've kind of gone backwards on it, but they were kind of anti-gay for a little bit. And
oh, really? Oh, okay.
Realizing that gay people have money too, they kind of were all right with that.
Yes, but they didn't stop them from giving the middle finger to everybody on Sunday. None of you. We're not serving you equally.
So we're clear, Jaded. I don't like any sort of cynicism. The whole we've got rainbows on our logo this month because give us your money. Like it's just be a business. Just make your money. You're soulless. We all know that. Stop trying to pretend you have a soul. I'll be here all week.
But the problem is that they have to pretend they have a soul because otherwise, okay, forget social media, Twitter. On Twitter, if they have to pretend they have a soul because on Twitter they'll get lambasted if they don't. It's not that they're going, oh, if we pretend that we're gay positive, we'll make more money. No, it's if we don't pretend we're gay positive, we'll lose money.
How did that work for Bud Light?
They got lambasted.
Yeah. They went, oh, look, if we do this, it'll help us. And then when they realize no, it's not, and people are going to boycott, they went, okay, you know what? Suddenly we're not pro LGBT anymore.
Do you know how that wouldn't have happened? Don't bring up gay shit. Just sell your fucking beer.
Obviously, but
you're a beer company. Sell your beer.
Well, it's just imagine if you are a company and you decide to sell something that limits the full capacity of enjoying it to people who own cell phones or VR helmets. You're kind of shooting yourself in the foot by not reaching out to everybody, even those that are digitally inclined, if you will.
Well, agreed, but it's not like gay people wouldn't buy McDonald's 11 months out of the year and they're only buying it during February. It's not like, I mean, come on.
I boycott them every Sunday.
It's not like McDonald's or any other company have to pretend that they're pro-black. That they're pro-black. They don't have to pretend they're pro-black community 11 months out of the year. They only have to pretend they're pro-black 1 month out of the year. They're not pretending that they're pro-gay 12 months out of the year. They're only pretending that they're pro-gay 1 month out of the year. Mm-hmm. So it's not about making money during that month. It's about not getting assaulted on social media for that month.
So what months are McDonald's anti-black?
Usually around Christmas.
When's Black History Month?
February. They get everything covered in that 1 month.
March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, and November.
Yeah.
They dot all the I's and cross all the T's in February. The shortest month of the year.
I said get back to work.
I mean, how many? No, I better not say it because I could get.
I hung out with the wrong comedians. I can tell you right now.
Get this out of your system now, Rosales. No. Tonight we're not doing any of this.
Well, maybe you're not.
I might get one in.
Going out with a bang.
I do deserve that.
You deserve to go out with a bang?
No, I deserve the fair play.
Well, I think that's enough fast food talk for now.
But we haven't even gotten to Taco Bell yet.
Interesting story. Taco Bell is named after the owner of the restaurant. His name is Bell.
Oh, I thought you were going to say taco.
Tacoma, huh? What's his name?
No,
Tacomopoulos? Greek?
He tasted, he opened up a burger stand, and I think it was called Burger Bell or Bell's Burgers. And down the street, there was a Mexican restaurant that was getting more business than he was getting. So he went down to see what was going on.
Business.
And discovered their hard shell tacos, which up until that point, most people only knew of the soft corn tortilla tacos. Not even flour, just corn tortilla tacos, and they were selling a fried shell with the meat and stuff like that. So,
ought to be a corn salesman in America.
There were a lot of corn facts in today's episode. This was kind of fun.
Also brought to you by my fresh corn syrup beverage.
So Taco Bell is just a ripoff of Burrito Johnson?
Something like that. And he found somebody who was willing to manufacture the corn shells for him so that he didn't have to do it by hand like the other restaurant. And he bastardized the recipe and put everything through a food processor, I guess.
Bob, are you telling those jokes to the children and pumpkins that you're around right now?
You know he is.
He's saying Taco Bell closes every few hours for siesta because, the Mexicans tend to be a little bit lazy. It's on you. Mexicans don't work there.
It's true from my experience.
They're working all the Chinese restaurants.
So Taco Bell just followed the great American dream. Find a product,
copy it,
make it cheaper and easier, and rip it off, and then just make their own version and overtake the competition.
Advertising, marketing.
The great American dream.
Just down the street from the original McDonald's.
Don't be first, just be better.
There
and
you
cheaper.
Go.
Cheaper too. I forgot about cheaper.
Cheaper.
And figure out how to make tacos without meat.
Well, they do have a sign, when you go in there, that our meat is made with 100% pure beef. Just not alone.
The company and the name of the company that they get their soy from is called 100% pure beef.
Nah, Big Corn has got their hands in everything.
It's not the only thing they got up. Hey, Bob. I don't even know what that means. No idea. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Okay, guys, I think we're about. I think we're done.
Were we on Rumble? Because that was pretty Rumble exclusive.
We're Rihanna Rumble.
Rihanna, yeah. Bring it right back around to the beginning.
Yes, we are on Rumble. I don't know if we're still on YouTube, but I know we're on Rumble.
Yeah, you might have an email that says something quite the opposite.
We're also on Twitter, and
we're reaching millions with that one.
Yes, I think we're reaching all 7 of the people that follow me.
Mild racism?
Yeah.
Let me retweet this.
Let's see how many people are still on this. Oh, we got 9 people.
Hello.
People on Twitter. Thanks for sticking with us.
Hold on. If you want overt racism, I can help with that.
I think Bob's doing a pretty good job, too.
It counts less if it's imported from Canada.
Bob's just teasing the line.
You're still alive. I'm still alive on YouTube. Thank goodness. I'll get a cease and desist later. And
you don't think you're getting money for this, do you? That's what the email's going to say. Yeah, no, just a big Ghostbusters logo, like money. Yes. No, not happening.
You did something we didn't like, but we're not going to tell you what it is. So we're still taking it off.
We're making money off of you, but there's no chance you're getting any of it.
Yes.
Oh, never mind.
TOC, baby.
TOC. I don't remember them. Was that a boy band?
Conditions.
Oh, okay.
TLC.
Every now and again, I get a yellow cash mark, and I'm like, you bastards.
A yellow what?
The dollar sign. If it's green, you're making AdSense. If it's yellow, it means probably not. And if it's a red Ghostbusters logo, you're not making anything off of it.
Talk about that would get you demonetized. Not in general. I'm talking you. I mean you.
If a film talks about an end of life situation and you use a word that describes that, sure, that's one of them.
Oh wow! Just by saying the word, the whole video gets wow.
Yep.
So you can't say suicide?
I don't know. There are certain words that just get dinged. If you were to take the common word for someone's behind,
okay,
and the other thing, the thing other than pepper,
okay,
and put those words together, that's a no-no.
Salt and pepper.
What is another word for someone's behind?
Derriere salt.
See, Gray's got it. See, now we're being
gas pepper.
See, I was thinking salt, but
I know a guy who had that. It's like on the spectrum.
Ass pepper.
This one's going nowhere. Rumble's going to be like, dude, stop it.
I said, if you want, I could have gone over the line at least 3 times, but I was
So Heine salt is a word you cannot say.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Well, you can say Heine salt, but
I know what you mean.
So yeah, there's some words that some words get you like slightly dinged, where you get like a R plus or an 18 plus, but no one's really advertising like that. And there's some words that just get you outright cut, like any sort of pornography.
Does that also apply to like swear words?
No. Oh, in the first minute, I think you cannot say anything harder than damn. But once the first minute or 3 minutes or something, once that's over, you're okay.
It makes sense now why you've got like these YouTubers who do this 30-minute intro,
Mm-hmm.
and it's to kill the time.
Yeah, on live streams, I tend to try to go at least a minute with an opening. What the hell is that?
Well, somebody sent me this Kickstarter link, and
Based?
Wow.
so I don't know anything about this, but apparently, there's a woman and a child.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe both of them have headsets. Who knows?
I just see a torso and a. Oh wait.
Belly button.
10 okay, so yeah, they want some money for a comic book, I think.
Well, so do you.
Yes.
Yeah, but he's already done the comic book.
Trade links.
Yes. 10-4.
Roger.
Good buddy.
That's a 10-4, good buddy.
Yeah. So
You're saying, because I've been trying to hold back from swearing on my video, so all I have to do is after the first minute I can call people the fucking morons I think they are.
Are you monetized?
You might want to give it 3, but other than that, yes.
If you're monetized, you might want to wait.
Oh, okay.
If you're not monetized, fire away.
No, I'm monetized.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
just
so-
that
Yeah.
I think
you
I only
wait.
made $14 total so far, so it's not like I made.
Yeah. You want to wait.
oh, congratulations. You can now buy a book in your own country.
No, you got to cross the threshold. You got to wait till you make $100 before you even get your money.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I've already accumulated like $14 or
Yeah.
something like that.
Do what I do with Amazon, okay? They always have these thresholds that you have to pass, but if you wait long enough, after about 4 years, they got to give you the 39 cents you made. They just have to. They got to clear the books,
It
Oh,
just
really?
sounds like
and you'll
Great
get this
business
direct
tactic.
deposit. So
That is a
Again,
good business decision.
not like I make. Okay, my videos are not meant to make money. My videos are meant to educate the morons.
Sure. There are times where I don't. I will speak. I mean, I try to focus strictly on fiction and stuff, but
Right.
there are times when it's just a live stream. I tend to front load with a long intro
Okay.
that is just sound. It's not really any sort of words or anything. And even then, even by avoiding saying the F word, the S word, the B word, which oh wait, we're long bitch. You can't even say bitch in the first minute.
So, do you do that for the weekend live ones too?
I do.
But you've got girls like twerking who are very scantily clad within
That's
the first
fine.
2 minutes of it.
That's fine.
That
They're
intro
not-
is amazing and legendary.
They are not
but-
saying a word.
Okay, fair enough. I'm glad that we're not poisoning the minds of the youth with those bad words.
Dude, if I showed you my algorithm, 98% of my audience is male. There's
and
a
they
reason
drop
that I
off
leave.
after the first.
Yeah,
6
yeah, then they leave after the
6
first
minutes.
minute. Oh, the
Hold
intro's over. Got to go.
How do you check? How do you check that?
YouTube Studio,
Okay.
and algorithm, and then you look. Wait, hold on. I can do it right now. Dashboard.
You mean analytics?
Hold on.
Yeah, it's in the analytics, but I can't remember which section it is. in there.
Audience, I think. Your channel. Come on. So you click on the thing on the top right, YouTube Studio, and then it's analytics,
Yeah, and then
audience, and then you'll see like a bunch of graphs and things. United States, United Kingdom, all these different things. What time of day people tune into your thing? How many subscribers are watching? All right, I have a 97.7% male audience.
Okay, now I'm trying to find. Holy crap! I got 100% male audience.
See, so just put naked girls on.
No, there's no naked girls.
Why are there no naked girls?
Yeah, you got to play to your audience.
Let me
I don't-
get this up real quick.
My audience is me telling them how stupid they are.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Hey,
100%
girls don't
male.
like that.
There you go, Rosales.
There was a time where I would just pop this up on the screen and watch my audience grow for absolutely no reason.
Are you serious?
Wouldn't even
There's
talk.
a reason they're growing.
I mean, wouldn't even talk or say the name or anything like that. I would just, just put it on the screen,
Yep.
and we would continue to have our conversations.
Mhm.
And sure enough, the numbers would go up. We've just added 2.
But how would
Yeah.
even know? But wait a minute,
I don't know.
How would they know that the pictures are even on the video?
I don't
Oh,
know.
if somebody highlights
preview.
it, so, like somebody just scrolling through, they're
I
like,
get
"Oh, something's
alerts.
live right now," and did poof, they highlight it, like, "Oh, scantily clad girl."
We've got comments suddenly coming in. Bob's appreciating the lovely
Tiffany
extra
Stratton.
elements that Rosales is adding to the stream.
I have 100% male.
Extra. She definitely paid extra.
Yeah, like my audience, 49.3% of it is 25 to 34 years old. So it benefits me to speak to that age group.
So you're saying the Weekend Live opening is like Money in the Bank?
Yes, as is that picture.
Oh yeah, she used to be a part of the intro as well. So
wow,
that's a lot of chesticles there.
Quite the pose.
That is just. That's
usually how I take pictures as well. You kind of push your hands down and then look at your heel behind you.
Pretend like you're ordering from a really low counter, or choosing your flavor of ice cream.
Yeah, like I have 0% 13 to 17-year-olds, which is bad for YouTube. That is bad for YouTube.
Really?
Yeah, but it keeps you off the FBI's radar.
Sure, there's that. But as far as making money is concerned, it's atrocious for social media.
Yeah,
get their parents' money.
For me, 25 to 34-year-olds is 57%. 35 to 44-year-olds is 22%. I got 0, 13 to 17.
Mm-hmm.
Was that last outfit, was that like a Dorothy from Wizard of Oz type deal? Was there no place like home reference? Okay.
Yes, yeah.
I get it.
I don't think Dorothy had the leg accoutrement.
No, that's how I remember it.
I don't recall seeing Dorothy's tum-tum either.
Well, during
I remember it exactly like this. It seems right to me.
No place.
Little windblown action there. So yeah,
this is ridiculous. I understand it. It's just I still think it's ridiculous.
Well, what about it is ridiculous?
That you can just
we are here.
That Rosales can just do this, and he's gonna get an increase in views just because of it.
Is this your first time dealing with
his
sex?
audience? Isn't 100% male too? He's got some variety in there.
Again, it's just I don't know.
I don't disagree with where your head is at, but unfortunately,
that's where the audience's head is at.
Yep.
Okay, I would understand that if porn wasn't so readily available.
Dude.
That's what boggles my mind. It's like tuning. I'm gonna tune in to watch some girl to check out a girl in a bathing suit, where you can do that on your own time. I don't get it,
dude. My intro
we
song.
offer more than that. We offer insight on top of the, eye candy.
There's a socialization process too. I mean, there's the whole reason people, sit ringside at a pole. It's so that they can, enjoy the same thing without making eye contact with their friends.
Well, right, but I'm saying that would be like being at a strip club and somebody's got their phone and go, "Hey, look at this cute chick I've seen," and then I go, "Okay, hold on, stripper. I'm not gonna bother looking at you. I'm gonna go now. Take my time to go check out a girl in a bikini on a phone." That's just weird to me.
Yeah, but you go to a football game and in between plays, there's scantily clad women dancing because football.
Yeah, but you don't randomly go to you don't pass by a stadium and go, "Oh, look, I hear the cheerleaders are playing. Let me go in now to go check out the cheerleaders."
Well, maybe you don't, but I love the art of cheer, sir.
Now growing up, I actually have more respect for the male cheerleaders. than I
Balls
did.
of
It's
as-
hard to be on the bottom of a pyramid.
Oh no, it's not.
It's a great view.
No, because it'll strain your neck because you're doing everything possible to not look up.
Well, what if she falls? I got to catch.
Yeah, safety first.
Not with your mouse, not on that video. I don't know. It's just weird.
Monday,
I
3 p.m.
now have to check out your intro because I am curious to see what it.
Oh, it's the lyrics are that of movies and games, and it's just women twerking. That's all it is. It is just women twerking with very meaty behind.
Yeah,
artistically.
I can't even watch it while it's loading up because my boys are around the house. You know, and
Wow.
I gotta wait. I gotta wait at least 10 minutes before I can.
It's only a minute and a half.
No, but he's got to wait to calm down.
We missed you yesterday. We actually missed all of you yesterday. We were doing garlic phone, and man,
Oh,
some-
I did.
some
Did I miss the invitation?
bad stick figures.
Did I miss
suck.
the invitation?
Yeah,
I didn't get one, so
I didn't see one.
roll
Everyone
up.
does.
Well, I, you show up, and the link was in there.
oh, I'm sure it was, but
Bad drawing.
I just don't understand. It's not even the politics. It's the algorithm of how to get popular on your videos to get seen. It's just I just
You know
thought
what?
the
You're not
video.
supposed to understand.
I agree.
You're supposed to understand the algorithm because once you do finally understand the algorithm, they're going to change it.
I've never even tried to to try to improve my view count and to get my people to see my videos. I did check out some of those things about how to improve your stuff like that, and then they go, "Oh, try to understand how the algorithm works." And then I went, "Okay,"
Yeah,
and I think I spent about a half an hour, 40 minutes, just going online trying to understand how you working the algorithm. And I'll literally hear YouTubers going, "Oh, I figured out." I go, "I don't know how you figured out what the algorithm is because somebody needs to explain it to me like I'm 3 years old because I don't get it."
You need to have toilet bowls with heads jumping out of them, singing some weird mumbo jumbo.
True. Michael Bay will buy your property.
And then blow it up.
You need the teens to be into whatever hell it is you're doing. That or drama.
Yeah, see, I don't do either. I don't do drama.
Well,
okay.
the algorithm hates you then. It's simple as that. You got to put some nude girls or scantily clad girls on your videos.
Yeah, it's not happening.
Well, then the algorithm will
You might
not
wanna
be
think
your
about
friend.
I mean, you've got a scantily clad silver dude there.
You will be
It's not
closed
that
on
far off.
Sundays.
Or you can hire Rihanna for 10
Back to
million.
Rihanna.
I hear she's not cheap though.
Okay, so let me see if I get this straight. The idea of trying to be authentic and genuine is the bad.
Depending on this.
No, you got to
That's
draw
bad
them in.
business.
You have to draw them in with
Be fake.
yeah, and then you can switch.
Can't
The
do
old
that.
bait and switch.
I don't know how to do fake.
Mm.
Well, okay, hold on. That's
This
not
is
fair. Unless
This is
I'm a girl, I know how to do fake, but that's a different thing.
Yes, write your write the title of your videos like if you were writing to a woman you don't like anymore.
Oh yeah, just you fake them out with clickbait titles like, "Oh, I can't believe this happened."
Yeah, or
Unhinged take about thing that is not in the video.
Well, yeah, but see, here's the thing. I'll type in. I for a while I did videos going just to warn people because people would get upset that I would raise my voice and I would actually rant. So to warn people, I would go upcoming rant on whatever movie, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then it would be like I'm ranting and they're going, "Why are you ranting?" And I'm going, because this is a rant. I don't understand. Like I'm in the title. I'll say it's a rant. I'll rant, and then they'll go, "Why are you ranting?" Because I realized anybody that has their voice raised is like that's uncomfortable for people. So
Sure.
I've watched other videos where they go, "Oh, a rant," and they're calm the entire time. monotone and simple. And I'm going, that's not a rant.
Yeah, words don't mean words on the internet. Like that's
Yeah.
another part of the problem. Plus, you have to say something that people either vehemently agree with or are against. You don't want to be something that people are like, yeah, it's okay. What?
My last video was calling out people for pretending to hate the Rings of Power.
Ooh.
Right? I mean, I go, like I said, I think what was the title? Well, I think it's why the hate for the Rings of Power TV show is meaningless. Like I'm saying, and it's like, that's not clickbait. That's me calling out all the people. And it's like,
you got to be clickbait.
Yeah, I can't do clickbait.
Well, then you're out of the loop with the algorithm. Then.
I know, that's what I'm saying. It's like, the idea is to try to establish that I'm not doing it for the sake of views. I'm doing it to actually.
You get the audience there for something they don't know they need. It's something they think they want, but they're not going to see. But then they realize, oh, I didn't know I wanted to hear this, but I was here for one reason, but now I'll have the chicken.
Like Kamala Harris on Friday night.
You want me to bait and switch my audience? I can't do that.
Well, best of luck in your lemonade stand.
$60 made all these lemonade things together and made about $10.
It's like, I'm sorry.
I paid $15 for lemons.
It's like, how can I make? Because this is what gets me about the internal hypocrisy. I want to make videos calling out the hypocrisy, but I have to be a hypocrite to get the views about me calling out other people for being a hypocrite, and then nobody will be upset that I'm a hypocrite.
If you treat it as a hobby, everything is just
that's how you reach out to the non-sausage.
So why don't I just post pictures of Jason Momoa then?
Yeah, there you go. Get some clams in your algorithm there.
Manny Jacinto is in my intro for that reason.
It's just ridiculous.
The clams?
It's like you have the business sense with Hollywood, but like YouTube, you're on an island. Why are you shocked by this?
An island because again, I understand Hollywood and politics are a bunch of corrupt, money-grubbing assholes.
And YouTube isn't?
But I'm not. But what I'm saying is that
welcome to Earth.
I understand that YouTube and Twitter and social media are that, but that doesn't mean I want to play their game.
Well, don't be shocked by it, I guess is what I'm
saying. I'm not shocked. I'm confused by how bad it actually is. I've never gone down the rabbit hole this deeply is what I'm trying to say.
I remember the first time I heard there was no Santa Claus.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Just a bad attempt at a joke. Go ahead, give it to me, Rosales.
No, it's just what happened. Santa Claus is there.
When I've seen Santa Claus 1 month out of every year, just like I see black people 1 month out of every year. Come on.
6 cents. I see black people.
You've never had food delivery?
Jesus Christ.
No, that's another thing. I do not have my food delivered. I do not order food off of a goddamn app. I do not let strangers drive me around I do not have random people drive up to my house and go, hey, you want me to drive you somewhere? No, I'm good, thanks.
They're just called cabs with a bit more personal experience. You don't mind someone who's essentially a cab bringing you your food, dipping into your fries every now and again?
Yeah, I don't like it when the person handing me my food is touching my food. I'm going to handle a random stranger.
Oh, they got a name. They got like a 4-star rating. They got their own little Yelp review.
I don't give a rat's ass about their Yelp review. Go to Yelp to actually read about it.
Oh, my McDonald's is being brought to me by Juventud with a 4.7 out of 5.
Oh,
nice.
Is your name Gagak?
Splash.
I don't. I remember the popularity of getting pizza delivered to the house. I wouldn't. I don't even do that. I don't even get my pizza delivered to my house.
Great, we're gonna try that. We're gonna try that title. That is has Denny's gone
Okay,
too far.
I have no idea what that sentence even means.
That's a clickbait title, baby.
I just wanted to change the subject. What can I say?
Cut and paste that, okay, onto your next video. Cut and paste that onto
Weekend Live is now titled that.
What the hell are you talking about?
Unhinged Denny's
You've never
menu.
heard of the Rudy Tooty Fresh and Fruity or Moons Over Miami?
No, what
Not even
is
during Gay Pride Month.
and what does it have to do with Denny's?
Exactly.
Nothing. It's just two of their dishes titles.
Oh, it's two of their dishes. Okay, I didn't even know that.
And they are dishes.
They don't have Denny's in Canada?
Oh, they do, but it's not like I go to it.
Yeah, who goes to a
You gotta
Denny's?
go somewhere. Your food's not being delivered.
You can get Juventud to bring it to you.
Dude, I would rather eat a peanut butter and jam sandwich than go through the effort of having to go to a restaurant to eat food.
That's why Juventud brings it to you.
It would
Me,
Brings
bring
it
it
in a bag.
Market to get the food.
So how do you get there? Do you drive or
I walk across the goddamn street.
I forgot.
This is like, you guys, it's like, get up off your ass, go to the
As
store and go buy the
big as
food.
Canada is, everything's within walking distance.
Yeah,
If
okay,
we were meant to walk, God wouldn't have invented cars.
I didn't invent cars. Ford did.
He wouldn't have invented fat people.
Or horse.
No, they didn't do that. McDonald's did.
McDonald's
hold on.
invented fat people.
They just perfected it.
I appreciate it, but I got to go.
All right. Yeah.
Thanks for having me on.
You going grocery shopping?
What happened?
I'm
He's
going.
got to get his Denny's order to pick up.
I gotta.
Juventud's at the door.
I gotta go to Five Guys and get my fries.
Okay. Juventud will ring you up. So thanks for being here. We appreciate it.
Well, you know what? I'm going to Five Guys to get my free peanuts.
Yes.
Nice.
Follow Jaded Fanboy on YouTube and on Twitter, and give him some inspiring clickbait titles. He'll want to read those, and he may use them.
And then
He may not, because you have shit ideas. So
Unhinged Uber Takes, brought to you by Jaded Fanboy.
So wait a minute. What if I did like an unhinged rant over why the Lord of the Rings movies suck?
That's a good way
Perfect.
to start.
that's a good one. That's a good one.
Just
You can
gonna
also-
I was just gonna go. Why the Lord of the Rings movies suck, but I have to add unhinged.
Instead of drawing 5 people, you might draw 10. And while you normally might have kept 5, if the 10, if 3 of them bail, you still have 7, as opposed to the original 5.
That is so stupid.
I agree.
Be sure
But-
to put in the title that Samwise was more than a friend.
And maybe if you look at it to get some of the female audience, you could add like and dance, like unhinged rant and dance. You never know.
GRWM.
I am an old white bear, an old white man. You don't want to see me dance. I don't want to see me dance.
No, it's not about dancing. It's about getting people who think you're about to dance. And they're like,
Yes.
oh, he hasn't danced yet, but he's got a point about Juventud.
And that Samwise, he really cares a lot. He cares a lot.
If you draw 3 people that you wouldn't have normally, and at least one of them stays, that's 1 extra from that silly little trick.
That's so stupid.
I
Okay.
It is.
agree.
When you only saw one set of tracks, Mr. Frodo, that's when I was carrying you.
Yeah, whatever. I can
Perfect.
tell people to their faces, and I still can't get views. But if I, whatever, it's just so ridiculous. Okay.
All right.
Thanks,
Thank you,
guys.
sir.
You
Thank
need a
you.
fluffer.
Fluffer title, fluffer intro. You know what? That was fun.
It was. Sorry for taking your show in unexpected directions, Rosales, but thank you for hosting us, sir.
No. I was about to end a half hour ago, but
We got that scintillating Denny's talk, so you know
you got to
how
let
could we?
Jaded go sometimes. You got to let him do his thing. Otherwise, people don't know what to expect on his channel. So, you won't see a lot of Uber. You won't see a lot of pizza delivery. And you won't see Hubentute for
Is
sure.
there a microphone store near his house?
No, because he's got one built into his laptop.
Streamlined.
We can put up a collection. Yeah, we can do that. Maybe for Christmas, get him something. Oh wait, does he celebrate Christmas? Maybe for
That's-
Hanukkah.
Ooh, holidays. He strikes me as a Kwanzaa fella.
Break it into 7 gifts. One day he gets the microphone stand.
You need
Next
to
day he-
stand just a microphone. You could hang it from the ceiling.
Oh no,
Yeah, but you
no.
got 7 days, so
We got to get him a lavalier mic so he can just stand around like this.
Yes.
And
Yes.
talk into the thing.
I hear the kids love that.
Yes.
Here you go. I don't know why I have everything just handy right here.
I don't know.
Streamlined process.
Everything's just
Awesome.
packaged, ready to go.
I bought. This is a nickel. Can't really tell.
You paid a nickel for a nickel?
No. I paid a lot more.
This was a penny 5 years ago.
I bought 5 of these nickels
Mhm.
because they're actually shaped like a little cowboy hat. See,
Oh,
That is cool. I
And
want
I
one of
would-
those nickels.
I would show off
how much popcorn can it hold?
none,
Hmm.
maybe an unpopped kernel.
Waste.
One kernel.
But I would take this. I would have coins in my hand, and I would have them randomly pick a nickel out of these coins. My audience member person, close up magic, and inevitably they would pick a nickel because I'm a magician. That's what happens. I got all the coins there. They're going to pick a nickel
Mhm.
because that's what a way I want it to work. Right?
Mhm.
There's gags and tricks to it, gaffs, the whole thing.
Mhm.
So they pick up the nickel, and then I take the nickel from them and eventually make pretend that I'm shaping it into this thing
Mhm.
right here. First the curve of the hat, and then the dimple in the cap that you could see from the other side, and then the top of it right there. I make it look like I'm actually shaping it in my hand,
Mhm.
and then they got to keep them, And I bought a bag of these at a county fair so that I could have something to give away. If you can give away something as a magician, it's more impactful to the audience member.
Doggy
who actually
bag.
gets it, So, um,
I mean, that's pretty awesome, though.
I don't know why I brought it up. I don't know why
Just-
I brought it up.
I was.
I mean, you were talking about your church magic before. That's pretty awesome. I bet that would have gone over gangbusters in the church.
Oh yeah, I got people praying for me.
So I was in the audience of a Penn and Teller bit, and
Awesome.
Days.
they called me on stage, and the trick was they took my cell phone from me, and it ended up being in the audience. It's a really neat gag.
hmm
I don't want to discuss much more.
So you're a Penn and Teller
Yeah.
plant, is what you're saying.
I
Wow.
didn't say that. How
Wow.
dare you?
You're
Oh,
a
no.
stooge. I
Where
got
did
you.
Where did you get that from, sir?
It's quite.
I'd like
the
to read into
informational
things.
damage.
That's awfully presumptive.
Yeah.
It's quite a lot of information you got there for behind the scenes stuffs, Gray. What happened? What happened? Where did he go?
Oh
my
no!
goodness! Did I
I
do
got
that?
grayed out.
Big Magic got rid of Gray.
It's a visual miracle. All right.
Gray spoke about the Holy Brotherhood, and
Yes.
they're worse than Scientology, it seems.
What happens at the magic circle stays at the magic circle.
Or
So,
it disappears.
how did you get indoctrinated? Who knows?
At the popcorn
Slowly?
stand.
Slow. Slowly. Oh my goodness, you got the good secrets. All right, that's enough of that. Thanks a lot for being here, guys. Thanks for being on the stream. I appreciate it. Oh, you need
Thanks for
to
having us.
promote yourself.
We're all
Great.
going to be. Oh,
Great.
Yeah.
What are you going to be doing later?
Well, I'm going to be hanging out on Charles's channel for these unupdated graphics that need updating. But the show is still called Show Business. It's usually Mondays, but for the last few weeks, it's been Sundays. So sometimes it's other days. Go to Charles's channel. That's YouTube at Willis Greedia. Ring the bell. Then you'll know what day it is, what day Charles deems to be okay. What can I say? It's kind of an expansion on some of the topics that we talked about here, mainly the box office and things that are coming to theaters. But if you want to be up to date on all the latest news and know predictions with very little accuracy, come over, enjoy it. Perhaps you'll see everybody on the screen there
Indeed.
a little bit later tonight.
Oh,
indeed.
hello.
Especially today's. If this episode is the end of the week, consider later tonight show business episode as the beginning of the next week. And Rosales will be joining us in 8 hours, less than that, a little bit more than 7.5 hours from now.
I got time for a nap, for sure. I got time for
A
a
wee
nap.
one.
And Gray, where will you be later on having a think?
Sorry, I apparently need to unmute myself to talk about thinking. I didn't think about that. But yeah, if you want to have a spooky think later this week, because it is happening on Halloween Day, Thursday morning to be exact, there's a group called the Thinkers, where we're coming from at least 3 different continents, maybe more. We get together and disagree about everything. But what could we possibly disagree about on Halloween? That's our own spooky stories. So if you want to see people amicably disagree on everything, including the spooky, stop by. You might just get a ghost story from Charles. You never know. But go on, think with us. Thursday mornings on YouTube at That Darn Kidda. Come over, have a think. It's fun. Good times.
Good times, good times. Yes, and
it's
I will be on
Charles.
Charles's channel later on today
Mhm.
after my nap. I might putter in the garden while I'm at it later on.
You're going to play with your putts?
Well, better than going outside and playing with my 5-iron.
What?
I don't know. I say things I don't know what's going on. I don't even know. But if somebody laughs, I'll take it. Yeah, this we are going to be doing an After Dark next Friday, I believe.
Nice.
So,
Oh, that's the first.
yeah, Charles may be on a plane.
No. I'm not on a plane until mid-November. It's after the 31st. Is like my 2 weeks of vacation starts.
Oh, so Charles may not be on.
No, I
He'll
probably
be out
will.
vacationing, and
The first, I'll probably be there. The 8th might be tight.
yeah, well, if
If there even is an 8th, I'm sorry.
if there even is an 8th, who knows? Who knows what's going to happen?
Oh, I meant
We may be live streaming from Riot Central.
Yeah.
It's going to be a fun year. Whatever happens, it's going to be a fun year.
They may not let me leave the country
I wouldn't.
the week after.
That's true. That's true.
It does seem like a major risk.
Get out now while you can.
Change my flight.
Come back in about 3 years.
Doesn't matter who wins, just leave.
It's not going to be good, no matter what's going to happen. It's not going to be good. Even if if you went out and you voted and you get your way, it's not going to be good.
No,
No,
no.
not going to be
Half of us are going to be upset.
good.
And notice I said us.
And there's going to be like 1% of us that are going to be out there rioting, no matter who wins. So,
Well, I need new shoes anyway. So
yeah. When's that got the new shoes?
convenience.
It's where he gets his shoes from
Bottom
Ryan's.
Wasn't that like one of the
Oh,
things
oh,
in
right.
2020 was they
Oh,
went after shoes because
you and Jake
someone-
Paul.
someone
Don't
got
knock the
hurt.
kicks. I hear Canadians use them to go get fast food.
Shoes? Yes. They be walking. They be walking up in Canada, eh?
Not
So yeah,
dude.
we're gonna talk about things that we don't talk about here. Apparently,
We did a bad job today.
yeah. I picked a bad day to quit drinking.
And Bob's not even here.
Bob's not even here. Not even here. Bob may be there. Bob may not be there. We don't know who's going to be there. It may be by myself.
Who's here in
We'll have it-
spirit?
We can go 3 hours. We can go 45 minutes, depending on who shows up. So,
Just get the magic blue pills. Get ready.
so yeah, it just may be me and slides of Tiffany Stratton.
And 50
I
people will be
mean-
watching.
That sounds kind of awesome. It
I
still
think,
sounds like
you
a
know,
hell of a show.
That's a great idea. We're going to try this out. Okay. I'm going to entitle the show "It's Tiffy Time," and we will incorporate Tiffy into the opening of After Dark.
Instead of the chat over here, just have like transitioning pictures of Tiffany.
Don't know that I can do that.
Oh, really?
No,
That
no,
sucks.
because I can put the I can display the chat as an overlay, but
You can't put
use
like a
anything else.
picture there instead?
No, well, I can, but it's going to have a QR code.
I mean,
Well,
kind of awesome.
I mean,
That see,
you might as well sell Dynamo copies while pictures of Tiffany Stratton are there. You might get more luck with Tiffany Stratton than Dynamo.
yeah, I might try to spell check some of this crap while I'm at it. And,
It's Frankenstein.
I need to double check if plan is spelled correctly.
You spelled plain wrong.
I'm just eyeballing it, but it looks good to me.
I don't know. Looks like I spelled Spocky. So yeah,
Spot
that's what I can do over there. You know, it's nothing like this.
Ugh.
You know,
I mean, AR though.
R.
Craig for a good 15 minutes was, I don't understand Arena.
Well, I'd already said augmented reality too, but I did not understand. I guess, I thought that was an antiquated technology now.
Maybe you put a hole in the bottom of it and say that to people. Set her on their lap. Enter the arena. Dig deep for the prize. Arr.
I mean, it's no Venom bucket, but okay.
Yeah. All right. We've gone too far. Okay. Thanks, guys, for being here. Appreciate it. Thanks for sticking around with us for what seems to be about 3 hours and or more. And we will see you next week and maybe next Friday.
Slow wave.
In your eyes 風がそっと囁きつけて君と過ごす未来描くよどんな困難さえ乗り越えてそばに